porn trends. You know, Pornhub has actually released a list of trends from their website over the last year. You know, what people searched, what people looked up. They tell you what the favorite search terms are of specific states and shit like that. The list is crazy. It goes wild in depth. And I will start this list out just by showing y'all some of this United States top relative searches.
So I have to ask this one thing before you go into it.
What's this?
Can you please explain the colors to me? That's all I want to know. Please explain the colors while you go.
They have names. I don't think the colors necessarily.
Oh no, I see it. I see it because you know, I see the layout. Yeah. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, I don't think the colors actually mean anything. I just think they're just for easier separation of the states. But this map right here is showing the top search terms per state. So like Florida's favorite search term is BBC.
And what that stands for, Khary?
Big black cock.
Big black cock. That's Florida's favorite search term. Georgia's favorite search term is big ass.
That makes sense.
You know?
Okay.
That makes sense.
South Carolina, vibrator. North Carolina,
okay.
penis pump.
North Carolina is the penis pump is the most viewed thing.
Penis pump is the most searched. California's biggest search is Asian. Texas,
okay.
thick Latina.
Okay.
I get that. I can get that.
Yeah, these are some interesting.
Yo, what state is sex doll, yo?
Is that Montana?
I think it might be. Let me.
You see my face, like, come on now.
They should have labeled these states, bro.
Motherfuckers ain't very geographic, huh? Motherfuckers
back to school. Is that Montana?
Yo, that is crazy.
Yeah, my geography ain't the best neither. So
wait, Bees, what you think it is?
Let me tell you what I'm gonna do.
What state you thought it was?
I think it's it might be Montana too, or it's Idaho.
Okay.
Nah, you the hoe.
You know, I can't hit you.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna pull up a map. And ain't nobody in the chat jumping in neither, so their geography is just as bad as ours.
Oh yeah, they don't know either.
Listen. You know what the thing is? The problem is, we all on the East Coast, yo. That's the mid fucking West. You don't know nothing about that shit.
I don't know nothing about that shit.
Let me screw you up.
I tell you what, California and Asia don't surprise me.
I'm gonna act like I know some shit because I'm pulling up a map beside a map. Okay. All right. So, oh shit, Miss Melanated over here said that's South Dakota. And guess what?
South Dakota.
She's correct.
South Dakota?
She is correct.
South Dakota.
What's that? You didn't know there was a South Dakota?
Yo, the Dakotas is like the Carolinas.
Miss Cheryl said I failed geography.
All right. So now that I have a map for side-by-side comparison.
Let's go.
Let's see. Okay. Let's see. All right. So blowjob. The favorite place for blowjob is actually right above dildo.
And what state is that?
Let's see.
Let us know, Khary.
So cartoon is Wisconsin. No,
okay.
It's Minnesota is cartoon.
No.
Right, so if Minnesota is cartoon.
Wait. Minnesota is cartoon. We're not that close to Minnesota.
Right, Wisconsin.
What is pantyhose?
Wisconsin is lesbian yoga.
Yo, am I looking at the same map?
Michigan is blowjob.
Okay.
Indiana.
Wait, time out. Hold up. So above lesbian.
We're doing porn and geography.
Minnesota?
Porn and geography. What's that?
This is terrible.
Time out. But that's Minnesota? Cartoon? Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't even see cartoons.
I thought Minnesota was double penetration, bro.
I'm looking on the map for double penetration.
Welcome to the dopest live stream that's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Khary's crib.
Yo, it's another news day. I feel good, I'm on top like a kufe. Sipping my coffee, shaking my head for homies acting goofy. Guess they do it for the gram or the TikTok, so who's me? Welcome to the crib, let's kick it like Bruce Lee. Part intelligent, part ratchet, that's Sap Neil deGrasse, you half pussy. Listen, man. Real spit, now that's lit, homie, truthfully. If you in the Tampa area, you should be down like Bruce B. We treat the pod like sex, we start slow in the full speed. You like the way we work it? 9 p.m. we going in, we podding perfect. Bees and Tachi is my posse. No worries because I know my posse got me. Be careful, we might snap like paparazzi. But yo, let's start the show and get it lit like sipping hot toddy. What's good and 10 pretty people? Tuesday evening, my name is Khary, this is my crib. And I invite you into my home for another evening of the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. We have another dope evening lined up. Yesterday we celebrated Martin Luther King Jr. and his legacy. I read an article asking, what would he think of us today? And I had a few thoughts on that. We're gonna talk about it. See, I over the weekend said confidently that no one could mess with him. I appreciate his confidence, but I'm not sure about that one. We're gonna talk about that. We also gonna talk a little bit about Android versus iOS and a bunch more. I'm joined by the homie Bees, Buddha, and the beautiful Tyson. What's up to all my house guests? Everybody watching, podcast listeners listening, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you're not already. Share this with your people. We're going to have a good time tonight, y'all. We're going to have the phone lines open so you can give us your thoughts because we love to hear what you got to say. 813-559-3339. How's everybody doing? What's up to everybody joining live in the chat? Yo, man, how's everybody doing, man? It's been a nice weekend and shit. Cold day. It's been a cold day here in Florida in the 40s. Bit chilly. What's the weather like up there, Bees? Is it cold? Is it warm? Oh, Bees just
Man, listen. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Man, listen. Listen here, brother. It is brick fucking ass. That's what it is here in New York. It is brick fucking ass.
Is that cold? Is that cold?
It's that fucking cold, yeah.
That cold.
Listen, what, 2 days ago? 2 days ago, you was walking out the building, my nigga. I swear to God, you was getting hit in the head with one of them red bricks. Wow, as soon as you walk out the door. That's how cold it was. Man.
It's cold like that? Damn.
Yo, there's no reason it should be that fucking cold.
Well, shit, I hope it's not, I hope it don't stay that cold. Because I plan on taking a trip up to the city this weekend. You know, probably stay like a week, maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking of taking a trip up there, and I'm not the biggest on the cold. You know, it's one of the reasons why I left New York because I don't really like the cold like that. Does it seem like it's gonna let up, or should I go buy me a really warm coat? I should buy me a really warm coat.
Yo, you can borrow a coat. I got plenty.
I don't blame you with that cold. That is just too much. For it to be snowing, I saw it was snowing in Georgia too this week.
Yeah, my
It's
mom.
getting cold everywhere.
Hold on.
My mom actually told me that they was expecting some snow over the weekend.
What?
She said that they was expecting some snow over the weekend coming up, possibly Saturday, the day I plan on driving.
I don't know.
Driving up.
If it's like the snow, if it's like the snow that was here this week, ain't nothing to worry about. Maybe them other states like Atlanta and DC, Maryland, and all that, like they got a bad but us in New York, I'm telling you, it covered the ground at 1 hour, 3 hours later, you can see the ground.
Okay. Wayne over here in the chat says ATL is cold. He said we had snow this weekend.
Yeah, I heard. That's just crazy.
ATL ain't used to that cold, that snow. Snow hit the floor in ATL and everything pretty much shut down, huh? The bees.
Did it really?
What's that?
Did it really shut down?
From what I've heard in the past with ATL, they're not used to that snow. They're not prepared. They ain't got salt and shit like that to salt the roads and everything like that to make it safe for people to drive. So when snow hits the ground, they're just like, it'll be a little warm. It'll be above 30 something in a couple of hours to melt that snow. So if I'm not mistaken, ATL pretty much shuts down cities like that that don't really get snow like that. But bees was Texas. I was talking with Bees earlier, and he said I need to make sure I'm vaccinated, otherwise I can't go outside to play in the city. He said I could do it.
That's what I was thinking too. New York kind of strict.
Yeah, I mean, now if you in Westchester, it's something different, but
Westchester being like Mount Vernon, Yonkers area.
New Rochelle, yeah, all of that.
Okay.
But like for the Bronx and all that, I mean, it may be a couple of spots if you going in and out, you possibly can get past that. But for the most part, like if you going downtown, like you really trying to get in something, you definitely got to be back.
So there's no like restaurants I'm gonna go to. Well, I'm actually vaxxed, so. But if I wasn't, I wouldn't be able to go to certain restaurants and shit. So it's good enough. It's good enough. But outside the city's open like a motherfucker, huh? They don't care.
Yeah, but certain parts of Jersey are starting to follow suit in New York.
You said certain parts of Jersey? Follow suit in what regard? Everybody needing to be vaccinated?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna be up there, so I'm not looking forward to the cold, but I am looking forward to seeing family, seeing friends. My daughter's up there now, so I'm actually going to be driving up there, delivering a car. Delivering a car and a dog. So the dog is going as well. The dog is going to now live up in New York with my daughter. So a dog and a car delivery service. That's what Dad is doing this weekend.
So talking about the dog can stay on the base?
Nah, she's not in the base. She has her own crib.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She got her own crib.
Okay.
She's doing big things at 19 years old. Her own crib. I'm about to deliver her second car to her. I'm about to deliver her. This is her second car she's about to have.
Dope.
She got a motorcycle.
Go ahead,
and she got a damn dog.
Oh yeah, are you taking a motorcycle to her?
Nah, I'm not taking a motorcycle to her. Yeah, no? That's something she's gonna leave in Florida for when she come out here. She's like, it's not warm enough, long enough in New York for her to want a motorcycle.
That is true. I didn't think about that.
You only play like 4 to 5 months with that.
And it's slippery and stuff too, right? With the snow.
Yeah. It'll definitely be slippery with snow. That's not a vehicle for the snow weather, unless you're trying to do tricks and shit. What's up with this thing over here? I'm just saying.
You sound like you got a busy weekend. That's a long drive.
What's that? Yeah, it is going to be a long drive. It's about a 20-hour drive. You know, but I tell you
that
what,
as long as I don't know what.
my first stop is going to be White Castles. Once I hit the city, the first stop is going to be White Castles. Once I hit the city, that's always my first stop, White Castles. But this is
Khary scarred me from White Castle, from that Orlando thing.
You try some New
that
York
stuff
White.
Had me so messed up.
Well, it'll probably be the same result.
Nah, you gotta have some New York. Nah, it ain't the same.
Nah. The taste ain't the same, but the result is.
See, I'm good on that, then.
That's why they call murder murders.
Khary going to see them old Jamaican ladies. You want to see them old Jamaican ladies on Boston Road, yo? Listen, I'm telling you, that is. No White Castles be packed like that. White Castles, yo. And they be moving. They be moving through, yo. Like the line be out to the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? And they be moving.
Yeah. Khary over here in the chat said, "Yo, my second stop is gonna be the restroom because I'm gonna have the shits."
That shit was terrible. That was terrible. Never again. That's like Chipotle.
Oh shit!
I've never.
You never what?
You've never had Chipotle?
Nope.
Never?
Chipotle do the same thing to you.
It don't do that to me, but I don't really devour Chipotle like that. Though it is tasty. I do get it here and there, but not on a regular basis. Though Chipotle used to do some things to some women back in the days. Women used to be open on Chipotle. I'll tell you that shit. Chipotle first came around.
Okay.
Chipotle? Oh, you taking me to Chipotle?
Yo, listen.
That's terrible.
What's that?
Listen. That was a place they could get a whole lot of fucking food for a little bit of money. And it was their choice. Chipotle.
Mm-hmm.
They get them big ass burritos. I know in New York the burritos was humongous. And I've never been to Chipotle.
Chipotle was the spot. Yeah, though my son still likes it. He'll get delivery and shit. But about once a week, I'd be like, "What you want to eat?" And his suggestion would be Chipotle, and I'd be like, "Nah."
Chipotle is definitely in his weekly, huh?
Yeah, and I'd be like, "Nah, I don't want no Chipotle." Chipotle and Chick-fil-A. Chipotle and Chick-fil-A is always on his menu at some point. But over the weekend, I was chilling.
Okay.
I watched a little bit of TV. B said he hasn't watched Peacemaker. I started watching that over the weekend, and it was pretty enjoyable. I think you'll enjoy it. So far for me, I kind of feel like it was the most enjoyable DC thing outside of a cartoon and outside of like Batman. That was pretty good, you know? So I enjoyed it. I thought John Cena did this thing on his role.
Oh, on the real, and I'm not trying to be funny. Like it's John Cena. It's like WWF actors for me. Like due to the fact of the sports entertainment that they already do. Like I feel like they're just perfect actors because you got dudes that switch up their characters in wrestling over years and shit like that, and it's fake. You know it's fake, but it's believable.
Like they were already acting.
Yeah, they were already like good actors.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I could see that. I like John Cena as an actor.
I like funny. John Cena. Not all wrestlers have been able to transition into the acting world and be successful. And I feel like they're not playing a wrestler. You know? Like Roddy Piper, when he did it, I felt like, he's just a wrestler acting. You know, when Hulk Hogan did it, he's just a wrestler acting. You know? But when John Cena first started acting, he's just a wrestler acting. Same thing with The Rock. But now I see The Rock as an actor that used to wrestle. Mm-hmm. And I'm starting to see John Cena like that as well. John Cena's acting skills has climbed.
Yeah. Oh, I can give you that. Like Hulk Hogan, gotta think about it like this. For Hulk Hogan's first 3 movies, he was a wrestler. So It's hard to shake the stigma. I get what you're saying.
Right.
As for Roddy Piper, I think his first two, he was a wrestler. And then he did that awesome ass They Fucking Live. Because I don't care nobody say
that was a dope movie.
That's it wasn't even great acting. It was just a dope movie.
Yeah. It was a dope 80s movie.
I can't even think of who Roddy Piper is.
Roddy Piper was a wrestler in the WWE. When WWE was WWF, Roddy Piper wore the skirt. He wore the kilt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's the wrestler that wore the kilt. And motherfuckers used to be like, why you wearing that dress? And he'd be like, it's a kilt. And then fuck somebody up.
And
I gotta look up a picture. I remember WWF because I used to be on it back then. Like back when Rikishi and
Nah, he a little bit before them. Like next to Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper's t-shirt is probably one of the biggest WE selling piece of merchandise. Hot Rod.
Yeah, Roddy Piper was like,
just look up the Hot Rod t-shirt.
It was like the badass that motherfuckers hated to like, but they, you know,
mm-hmm.
It was like, I would want to be like you, except I don't want to wear the kilt. Let me show you. Here goes the picture of Roddy Piper. And actually, let me, and then there goes the kilt. He got
my man, Rowdy.
This is so funny because, like, the skirt brings back memories, but I can't even. I don't know. I can't even remember. Like,
you know what was so fucked up about Vince with Roddy Piper though? Roddy Piper never had a belt. He never had a belt.
He never got a belt?
He never won it and
then
never
got a belt. Yo, he wasn't no tag team champion. I don't think he was a tag team champion or a fucking intercontinental. None of because
it was only raise
like
a belt. I seen him raise a belt at least once or twice up in the air. Let's see.
Look it up. See how many times he was champion. How many times was Roddy Piper champion? I'm telling you, it wasn't nothing crazy. And so, if it was one time and it was for like a week or something.
Ooh.
Bless you. Mm-hmm. Let's see. There's actually a YouTube story, a YouTube video titled "Roddy Piper on Why He Never Won the WWE Title." Roddy Piper never won the title, so I guess all of these pictures of him are like some other shit, huh?
See, we used to love The Undertaker.
My nigga, I was a wrestling fucking fan. Yo, the first WrestleMania and all them shits was at my crib, bro. Yo, niggas that was wrestling fans knew, yo, B's gonna have the wrestling, they're gonna have the fucking thing. And my fucking living room be jammed, my nigga. Jam-packed. Mad niggas in there.
That's funny. I'm looking at a video right now.
He won the Intercontinental Championship match.
Okay.
The Royal Rumble 1992 Intercontinental Championship match. And that's why he was so fucking happy. That nigga was like, yeah!
Okay.
So he did win something.
The only belt. That's the only belt he probably won, and he didn't probably even have that for long.
Yeah, and I tell you what, the Royal Rumble wasn't no easy shit to win. The Royal Rumble was like, yo, we're going to throw 30 niggas in the ring, and whoever comes out, comes out.
But the only thing that was dope about the Royal Rumble was it wasn't everybody in the ring at the same time. Like, it was everybody in the ring at the same time. It was meant to be everybody at the same time.
Yeah.
But every 2 minutes,
over the ropes.
Somebody else.
Yeah, starts out with two
every
people.
2 minutes.
Yeah, starts out with two people. And then 2 minutes, somebody come in.
It starts out with four.
Okay.
Nah, it starts out with four. And then every 2 minutes, somebody comes in.
Right. And if nobody gets thrown out, you could potentially have 30 people in there. But you don't get pinned. You gotta get thrown over the top ropes or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wild one. You never know who's gonna win. You'd be like, that's the motherfucker that's gonna win. And then they be like the first person thrown out. You know? The funny shit be like the funny shit Yeah, I remember watching this shit, and you see dude running down the ring, right? He's running down the ring, going to jump in the ring. He jumps in the ring. He runs to hit somebody, and they like hook arm toss him out the ring.
Ring, yeah.
You know, it's like, yo, he was in the ring for like 3 seconds. Now he's like, what the fuck? I was too hyped to not be in the ring that long. It's like, well, your dream is.
But you know what used to kill me? You know what used to kill me about that shit? How they used to throw niggas like Big John Studd out the ring. Fucking Andre the Giant. King Kong.
It'd be big ass niggas they throwing out there.
Yeah. They never threw him out the ring. It would always
Andre
be
the
like
Giant was like 7 fucking 6.
It always starts off with a clothesline. That's always how they got the big nigga out the ring. They would clothesline him against the ropes, and like his weight would just pull him over the ropes.
Yeah.
You know? I remember that too. They did like 7 clotheslines on Andre the Giant against the rope. He's like, oh,
that's terrible.
Yo, because like half the match, you have like 7 niggas on one leg trying to get that one leg over the fucking top rope.
It's crazy how I remember this shit too, yo. It's crazy how I remember this. Oh man.
Wrestling.
But those were the days, man. Back in the days when I used to watch wrestling, it was super dope before I realized it was fake.
That is true.
You know, it was super dope before I realized it was fake. And my dad used to always be
I was grown until I realized that. I didn't know until I was like good and grown. I'm like, wait a minute. I had no idea. I mean, once you got older and you see that they weren't really fighting for real, I'm like, okay, I don't know about that, like all the flips and shit. But then somebody was like, no, they acting. I think it was my cousin. Like they're acting. I'm like, that's so disappointing.
I don't know.
I thought niggas was really getting their ass beat in the ring.
I tell you what,
that ECW shit, ECW shit though, that before Vince got his hands on it, because Vince watered it down.
Well, you talk about like when they used to dead ass punch people in the face and shit like that, bust they shit open.
Now I'm talking about the shit when niggas was really like jumping off of some shit and landing on niggas and having barbed wire matches and shit like that, yo.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember barbed wire matches. This was like 80s shit.
Like it was real fighting?
Yeah.
Well, they was doing wrestling. So they was hitting each other, but they was also performing wrestling moves. So they wasn't like dead ass, okay, let me pile drive this nigga and try to snap his neck. You know, they was performing the moves how they performed them safely. But in between that, motherfuckers was getting injured.
Yeah.
Like when my dad told me it was fake, I used to be like, how is it fake that a person is jumping off the top rope and landing on this guy's neck with his leg? How is that fake? You know? He used to be like, you don't see how bouncy that damn ring is?
You know what? I think back in the day, it was a little bit more aggressive. Now, if you watch wrestling, it's so damn fake. Yeah. I saw one the other day where it was like a gay dude. It was like a gay wrestler.
Oh,
and it was
listen.
You saw that?
Listen, it's out of hand. Yeah.
I said it's a gay wrestler.
They got a superhero.
Yeah, it's like a gay. It was a gay dude. He was doing like little. He was doing like little like feminine. I don't even know what to call it. Like it was some real. I don't know, but it looks fake now. Back in the day, like you said, they was jumping on somebody's neck. Like that shit was a little bit more aggressive than what they get today. I don't even watch wrestling.
I thought she was talking about like Johnny B. Bad. Like I thought there were certain wrestlers where I thought it was a little extra flamboyant.
Yeah,
with the wrestling shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But like, yo, Ravishing Rick Rude, he was cool. But when I think about it,
when you think of that name, right? When you think of that name,
yeah,
it's like,
as
nigga,
I got older,
what man calls himself Ravishing?
Yo, he used to wear the Ric Flair furry, what you call it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the furry scarf around his neck.
Have, the Liberace shit, like the Liberace furry scarf.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I don't know. That's just crazy. This dude that I'm talking about, he was doing splits and shit.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Did you see the video? I think he had on like purple shorts. He was doing like splits and stuff while he was fighting the dude, while he was wrestling.
Oh man.
It was on Instagram. I saw a little clip. I'm like, this is not wrestling like how I remember it. Not at all.
These niggas is running down the ring and flipping in the ring over the top rope now. These athletes, these WWF athletes, nigga got is other. I don't care what nobody say. There's some roids involved in that shit. Fuck that. Yo, the ring, you gotta think about it. The ring is on top of some shit already.
Mm-hmm.
And niggas gotta use the top rope or slide up under the to get in the ring. Mm-hmm. They got this, you know he's black. You know he's black though.
He got blonde hair?
Do he got blonde hair? I don't know. I think so. And he comes running down to the ring, and this nigga be like, boom.
I feel like I know who you talking about. Is he buff? Like he's really buff?
He got a little bit of muscle to him, and then he lands in the ring like, you know what I'm saying?
Not flip inside the ring.
I'm trying to think of niggas from back in the days that I remember. That might be, I don't know if that was Coco Beware on the like flamboyant shit. I didn't like his moves. I didn't like the way. I didn't like. I feel like he's coming into the ring shit like
everybody get up because the Birdman just
I feel like now,
he used to come into the ring like this. This nigga used to be like this. Coco Beware. This nigga, I think he had like a parrot. Mm-hmm. He had like a parrot and shit.
He had a parrot.
Nah,
I feel like when you look back on it now, it's flamboyant. Back then, it was probably you didn't even notice.
You know what's so crazy? What happened was when Coco Beware first started out. Like I think his first 3 matches, he was using the Morris Day and the Time shit. What? Time is it now? Brand new dance, and it's called the Bird. And yo, he used to be out there because you know. That was his WWF trademark, the bird shit.
Yeah.
And then you know Prince was like, Vince, we need to talk. We need to talk, Vince.
I own some shit. You trying to touch something.
You know what?
You didn't use this 3 times, Vince. On national TV, Vince. I need to be broken off.
I feel like it's always just been some weird stuff going on. Because I remember Rikishi too, in a thong, sitting on niggas' faces.
Yeah, sitting on motherfuckers. I always thought that was suspect when I first saw it. I'm like, wait, that's your move? That's your
sit on their face.
Your finisher to sit on a nigga face?
Go look.
Come on,
look,
man.
Google Rikishi. He was thick as hell.
How you spell his name?
Well, that nigga had man boobs like a motherfucker.
Rikishi.
Oh, there we go, Rikishi. Yeah, this nigga used to like sit on niggas' faces, yo.
Mm-hmm. That is so crazy. Maybe they've been doing. It's definitely been some weird stuff going on in wrestling. Now that I look back at it.
Yeah, I always found that one questionable, yo. I always was like, yo, that's not the move. It's like
sitting on niggas' faces.
Yeah, it's like, yo, that's your finisher? Your finisher is sitting on niggas' faces?
On niggas' faces?
Nah, fam. That's crazy. And somebody probably told him that he should do that too.
Yo,
you know,
The Rock probably told him that. He was like, "Yo, cousin,
you should sit on niggas' faces."
I forgot they were cousins.
They cousins?
Yeah.
I forgot they were cousins.
They got the same grandfather.
Okay. That's a weird way to become cousins. They got the same grandfather.
Nah, well, they're mothers. I think they're mothers and sisters or some shit like that, or it's a mother and brother. I forgot who. I know The Rock's mom is the Samoan part of his what's it called, because his pops is black as shit.
Got you.
His pop's name is Rocky Johnson. You can't get no blacker than that,
yeah. Right. All right. But shit, let's we've been bullshitting for a minute.
Let's get into the show, right?
Yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's start off with some
Mo, your phone.
I'm just gonna ask it. Is Kanye toxic? Yeah. I know the past few days we've been hearing some wild shit with Kanye. You know, we spoke about him Friday because we heard some things. He was like, yo, they try to keep me from the party, from my daughter's birthday party. You know, he was like, I made to know the address. After we've already heard that he bought a house across the street, we saw pictures of him supposedly dressed in a Bush outfit, trying to blend in with the bushes around the house and trying to sneak in, you know. We come to find out he actually crashed. He crashed the birthday party. You know, there was pictures of him online swinging his daughter like a piñata bat while she's holding a piñata bat at a piñata, you know, like being extra dad. He said, yo, my dad left my life. I'm not going to repeat the cycle. I'm going to make sure I'm there. They're trying to keep me away. He tried to get the address from Tristan, and Tristan was like, I'm going to see what I could do. I guess he never saw what he could do, because then Kanye went online and said, yo, I did get the address. They was trying to keep me away. And then he just said, Travis gave me the address. It's like, damn, nigga, maybe Travis might not have wanted you to let people know that he, the motherfucker that leaked the address to you. You know, maybe he was trying to keep that low. That nigga said, Travis gave me the address, and that's how I was at the party, right? And then, after he made that whole hoopla about I gotta be at the party, the nigga then had a separate party for the child. He did all of that and then had a separate party for the child. Now, I'm not saying he's toxic, but that shit sounds a little toxic to me.
And then he made a song saying he was gonna beat Pete Davidson's ass, right?
Yep, almost forgot about that. Almost forgot about that. You know, he made a song talking about he was gonna, since he survived the crash, he's gonna beat Pete Davidson's ass. You know, the song was called Easy. The song was called Easy because they used an Eazy-E beat on the song for the sample. They sampled the Eazy-E song.
What song? What song by Easy?
Easy Does It.
Boy, you should have known by now. Easy Does It.
They sampled that for the beat.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let me see if I can pull it up.
That is toxic, though.
Let's see if I can pull this up.
You buy a house across the street from your ex?
Yeah, that's
wild. You gonna get a new man's ass? Crash a party?
Yo.
They use some part of Easy.
I'm telling you, boy. Listen. I need to know what the Kardashian mother teaching her daughter.
You need to know why. Because
listen.
I almost left out this part too. There was an old tweet that resurfaced from Amber Rose. Remember Kanye and Amber used to date. An old tweet resurfaced that said, you know what? I'm just gonna let the Kardashians make you look like a fool. Let the Kardashians make a fool out of you down the line.
That's crazy.
Somebody
I
resurfaced
think she said something like Kardashian or something like that. Like it was something rude to tell because she apologized for it later.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, I tell you.
Yeah.
I tell you, all careers dealing with the motherfuckers, boy. Niggas ain't heard of Jay Humphreys since, my nigga.
Wait, was it Jay Humphreys?
That is true. We ain't heard shit about him after they broke him and what's her name? His mom broke up.
After they got divorced.
Divorce.
He was
You're
fucking
right.
with Kim. He was married to Kim.
Wait, I thought that was the one that was married to okay, maybe I'm thinking the wrong person there.
Yo, yeah. Lamar, look at Lamar Odom was smoking crack, my nigga.
Kim was married to
fucking with Chloe. He's fucking with Chloe.
What's the ball player that played for the Nets some years back?
Kim was married.
That was Jay Humphries.
Chris
Humphries. That's who it was.
Okay, I remember that.
Right, she was married to him. Then then that got fucked up, and then she started fucking with a football player, right?
Ooh, Reggie Bush, and his career was never the fucking same.
Never the same afterwards.
All about that.
Never the same afterwards, you know. But now,
and never the same after you get some Kardashian.
Now, is that an excuse for this toxic behavior? Okay, first off.
No, he was toxic before.
Do we agree this behavior seems toxic?
This is more than toxic. Very. This is like stalkerish and very like. This is very stalker. It's like if I can't have you, nobody can vibes, and that's kind of scary, low key. Now watch, right? Y'all know how y'all said all of these black men, none of their careers were the same after they dated a Kardashian, right? Mm-hmm. Watch they paint Kanye out to be very, very crazy. Like he needs mental health. And I feel like that's what's gonna happen to Kanye.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like Kim's probably gonna write a book or she's gonna talk about something. Because she has, at this point, not at this point, but she has, if I'm not mistaken, she has just as much money as Kanye.
Yeah, they both got bread. They both got bread.
Like, watch her write a book or some shit, or come out with Oprah, or just with their own shit and talk about her relationship. Come out, they always go talk to Oprah or Gail, one of them. Yeah, why she talk about her relationship with Kanye and say that he need mental health?
I think Gail ain't fucking with no more interviews about black men right now. You know what I mean?
After R. Kelly. After R. Kelly. She like, man,
you're crazy. Yo, Oprah may leave it alone too after Kobe. We all know he tripped her ass going across the stage.
That is insane.
Now, Kanye's always been a little extra though. Always been a little extra. I think we're just now not seeing it, but kind of seeing the extent he can go with his behavior. Like he has that nobody tells me no kind of vibe, in my opinion. Oh, and he was talking shit about that COVID mask ain't blocked that knockout.
What knockout?
What knockout?
Oh, from last week.
When he punched the dude?
Yeah.
That's what he said? You know what? Kanye is a Gemini. Geminis, I feel like they are the ones that express their emotion. Like they are the ones, like, if they mad, they gonna be mad. They gonna show you they mad. If they sad, they gonna, they just extra, like you said, like dramatic, like extra. And I feel like he just, I don't know. I feel like you said, he has nobody tell him no, and he does it anyway because he feel like, don't tell me no. Like, I do what I want to do.
I feel Kanye being an attention hog sometimes too. Like, it's just like, hey, look at me, look at this shit. I'm a crazy motherfucker doing crazy shit. Is what you call it? Because like I said, the boots and the mask and the leather jacket and all that shit, whatever the fuck that shit is, that nigga's already crazy. That nigga's already on Mars. I don't know about the rest of y'all. That nigga's already on Mars.
Not Mars. Kim was wearing a mask with him too, though. She wasn't wearing the white one. But you remember when they both were walking around with the black thing, the black mask over their face?
For her, see, she can always pull this shit out her ass. By them not being Americans and all that, they Pakistani or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They like
they're American. American isn't a race.
They are. I can't remember what they are.
Not
it's
originally
not
from fucking America, my nigga.
You saying
I
they're
can't
not
remember
native
what it was.
whites, or
Oh.
not native whites, but colonized whites. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
And
colonized. Down with the colonizer whites. They're not those guys. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they what you call it? They like gypsies or some shit like that. I forgot.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Now we gotta look it up because he's doing.
They are definitely not that.
Now we gotta look it up.
B just went to like the mad.
They from like Greece or something, or Greek. Yo, I'm telling you, yo. They from one of them. They do all of that shit. But anyway,
let's see.
Wow, I tried to Google it and something came up as humanoid lizard. I just can't even.
Some shit like that.
Let's see.
It doesn't look like anybody knows.
The first thing that came up for me says she has an older sister, Courtney, younger sister, Chloe, younger brother, Rob. Their mother is of Dutch, English, Irish, and Scottish ancestry, while their
Armenian.
While
that's
their
what
father was a third generation Armenian.
That's what it was. Armenian.
Yo, Rayum, appreciate the follow. Yo, T, appreciate the share, brother. How y'all doing? Yo, make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't done so.
That's my man.
We got a call coming in. Let's take this call. Area code 813. What's good? You live with Khary's crib. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, this is Mark Rich. What's good, y'all?
Yo, Mark, what's poppin'? What's poppin', man?
What's going on, Mark Rich?
What's poppin'?
What's good, man? How y'all doing?
Doing pretty good, man.
Good.
What you got?
Yo, y'all got me over here crying.
What, trying to figure out
the niggas
Kardashian?
Oh my God, the niggas bees. That nigga say he friend. Yo, that shit is hilarious, bro. Oh my God. Yo, I think they Armenian though, bro.
Yeah, they are Armenian. We did end up finding this out.
Yeah, that shit is funny as fuck though, bro. Oh my God, these had me crying.
What's your thoughts on Ye and his toxicity?
Man, he told us he was crazy a long time ago, bro. The man bipolar, bro. We keep trying to rationalize this shit. This nigga been told us like, yo, I'm cuckoo. You know what I'm saying? Just deal with it. And he loves attention, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
That he does.
He loves attention, bro. Like he's an attention whore. He's an egomaniac, bro. He's like a super narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, we just gotta accept him for who he is or just cancel him.
Right.
He got that Tupac. He got that Tupac, what you call it, energy of a Gemini. Like, because Biggie had one energy of a Gemini. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Pac had a whole different energy, and Kanye falls in that Pac, what you call it, part of that energy. Like, because Big shit was kind of laid back. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing, like even with them, bro, we knew where they stood. You know what I'm saying? Like with Kanye, bro, he be all over the place, bro. It's like,
you never know with Kanye. You remember when he was on Twitter? It was just random one day. We just get a whole bunch of crazy ass tweets all day. Like, damn, somebody go check on Kanye.
Too, like emotional ass tweets.
And they be random. Like, you could tell they were each one of his thoughts, like, that went by.
That's why him and
like
Trump
he was talking to one of his homies or some shit.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, yo, it kind of seems like he has Twitter plugged into his brain and everything he's thinking is coming out.
Yeah, I remember when Kanye rants were a thing on Twitter.
You said when he what?
He said his brain was throwing up.
Yeah, yo.
Oh yeah, yeah. He had diarrhea of the brain, man, on Twitter, man. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
I definitely think Kanye is toxic. I think so.
Oh, he's super toxic. Like I don't care how much you love your kids. I'm sorry. To move across the street is nuts, yo. I don't care what nobody say. You can love your kids to death. To move across the street, like you can find a way to spend time with your kids without moving across the street.
Right.
That shit's super toxic, bro.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
crazy as
the
hell.
next day you're releasing a song talking about you gonna punch Pete Davidson in the face. It's like, nigga, you're acting like a stalker, bro. Like, relax.
Okay,
Exactly.
I'm glad we're not the only ones thinking this.
I think so too.
Yeah, like
that's crazy. Because if it was anybody else, if it was like just some random shit that we heard, you know, like maybe a neighbor, their boyfriend moved in across the street, you would think it's weird, like that stalker vibe. Like just because it's Kanye, don't mean that it's not still some weird stalker shit. Like imagine when he's texting her, you know, like when people break up and like, you know, sometimes like
who white Jeep is that sitting at your house, yo?
Say that again?
Like whose white Jeep is sitting at your house, yo?
White Jesus.
White Jesus.
No, whose white Jeep? Like whose white Lexus is sitting at your crib?
I'm like,
outside your house.
I was like, where white
outside
Jesus
your
come
house?
from?
Like who Maybach is that, yo?
Look, I'm like, ain't no white Jesus over here. I don't know what you talking about.
That nigga going to be
nosy. Yo, that's funny as hell.
You know?
No, he gonna come disguised as white Jesus when he sneak up on him.
Khary in the chat says, says, I don't see anything wrong with wanting to be close to your kids. No, there is nothing wrong with wanting to be close to your kids. The manner in which you're trying to force yourself in position.
Can it be a block over? Like 2 blocks over, maybe 5 blocks over?
You know what's crazy though? What's crazy was he was just on the Drink Champ saying how he didn't have a house.
Yeah, that nigga was
he didn't want a house. He didn't have a house.
The nigga told us his book bag was his crib. Yeah, he told us his book bag was his crib. That nigga got a house quick.
He found out his competition had a nice ass crib. He had to step it up.
He went in and the house you chose was right across the street from your ex.
What's that?
They got fucking. He should. I don't know why. Where's the house at? I don't know where the house. That's one thing I gotta say. Is the house in Wisconsin too?
Nah, I think it's in like Calabasas.
Because that's where the ranch is.
Yeah, it's in Calabasas, I think.
Yeah, wherever Kim is, that's where the crib is.
Yeah, it's in Calabasas.
That's where the ranch is. Cause she didn't move.
No, the ranch is in Wisconsin, or Wyoming. But I don't think she live out there.
Yeah. He said, wherever I am is my home in that interview. That's what he said. And he said his book bag.
He did say that.
Wayne said, but he said he wanted to take his kids to school. So he wanted to take his kids to school and come back and take them home. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's kind of strange, but he's in his kid's life. I tell you what.
That's weird.
I totally understand wanting to be in your kid's life. When me and my ex split, you know, I got my own crib. I wasn't thrilled about the whole situation, but I was I'm not getting the crib. I'm getting the crib close enough, but not too close. You know, I'm gonna get a crib to where I can go see my kids really quick. I'm close enough to get there in 10 minutes, but far enough to where we don't go to the same grocery stores.
Right. That's the part.
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
The part that people not thinking about. It's like, yo, we shouldn't be bumping into each other everywhere we go. Yo.
Right. You don't have to be that close.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
I said, I want to be far enough away to where I'm far enough away, but close enough to where if my kids say, yo, I forgot something at your crib, it ain't no bother for me to go take it to them.
Right.
You know? That's the way
I next door or across the street is like just too much.
Just, like, nigga, you bugging the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like now you're trying to make her uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
I personally would probably feel a little bit on the crazy side if I said, you know what?
Right.
Like my ex lived in like this apartment complex that only probably had about 10 to 15 apartments. It would have been crazy if I would have got an apartment in that apartment complex just so I could be close to my kids.
Yeah.
Can you imagine me dating somebody and they say, oh, how far do you live from your baby mom? Oh, the next apartment.
Yeah, next door.
I sound psycho. I would sound psycho. They're like, you got an apartment right next door to your kid's mother?
That's very weird.
Or they'd be like, yo, y'all still got love there. Like there's something still going on if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? That's what most people think when you dating them.
The benefit Kanye has in that situation is his shit is so public, people know Kim don't want to fuck with him no more. But everybody else knows he still wants to try to fuck with Kim. You know?
Right. But see, sometimes women have a good way of doing that where some women have a way of doing that where they'll make you look crazy in the public, but then, and dudes do it too, you know what I'm saying, where they'll like make you look like you crazy and you tripping, but then behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, they tell you they still love you and shit like that, you know what I mean?
I see what you're saying, but this is just a little way too public for anybody on the outside to think that might be going on, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, there's too many dates going on.
It's too many.
Right.
It's too many publicists and fucking assistants and shit around.
Now, like, if I told somebody, no, I don't want to get back with my ex, oh, she's seeing somebody in this, they'd be like, I don't know, nigga, I done heard that shit before. You know, because my shit wouldn't be public. It wouldn't be public. It would
guaranteed.
What I said.
Guaranteed, if Kim didn't want to fuck with this nigga, she done had a couple of breakdowns in front of some assistants. It's been more than just assistants.
Right.
She didn't have some breakdowns in front of them. I can't stand Kanye. He's crazy.
But I tell you what,
and little did she know.
I'm sure that's happened in the last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say that happened a while ago. That shit didn't happen recently.
Yeah,
that shit happened months and months, maybe even a year or so ago. You know?
Yeah, when women are done, it's not that they just like done right there on the spot. It's like a gradual thing. It's like it done built up to that, and then you still just like stay just because until you were absolutely done.
Right.
Like, nah.
When a woman's done, she already left.
I think she been done since they got fucking robbed in Paris.
Say that again?
She was like, where your niggas at in Paris, Kanye? Where your...
She got robbed.
I can see that. You can't even protect me, dog.
Did they get tied up?
The nigga had niggas in Paris and she got robbed?
I don't know, but it was some
he had a concert, remember he had a concert.
Yeah, he had a concert and he ended his concert. He ended his concert because of it.
That's craziness. Niggas was in Paris and his wife was getting robbed. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas was at the concert.
Yeah. Yeah, I think once she was over him, she was over him. You know what I'm saying? And he's still been trying to hang on to it, but he's been over him.
Because he was at his concerts, right? He was like saying he wanted to still be married.
I think a lot of the shit she did towards him was like for the appearances. You know what I'm saying? To try to like not make him look so stupid. Bad. You know what I'm saying? In the breakup, but then like he started tripping, and then she's like, "All right, now I'm done with this nigga." Like Pete Davidson, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's sad. I do think Kanye needs some type of help.
He do.
Yeah.
He do.
I don't think he's been the same since mom died.
I tell you what, the girl he with now, her booty ain't big enough to take his mind off of Kim.
Yeah,
even if it is silicone.
You saw him in the video of him and Mayweather and AB and the girl, it was like Madonna and the girl he's messing with, they all, cuddled up, and them niggas was just like,
they seem so uninterested.
The fuck going on?
That was like the oddest hangout I've ever seen in my life, yo.
Yeah.
It did look very weird.
They looked uninterested, but it also could have been, why is this nigga taking a picture of us? It could have been that. They could have been having fun, but just
at the same time, though, pictures also surfaced of him and Big Sean chilling recently.
Oh, did it?
Really?
That's good. Maybe they had a conversation, kind of hashed out their differences. Maybe Kanye don't feel like that's the worst decision he's ever made now.
Yeah, he owe Big Sean more than that, man.
yeah.
That's crazy.
He owe Big Sean more than that. Big Sean was super talented and was on the rise, and then he fucked up Big Sean's career.
Yeah. Big Sean was on Drink Champs. He was on Drink Champs, and Big Sean kind of said, "Yo, I actually spoke to Kanye, and Kanye told me he was on Drink Champs, but didn't say anything about this.
Hey, that's some Kanye
Didn't
shit
say he was
for
gonna
you,
start selling out.
You know?
That's
Shit is
crazy.
wild. But yeah, I think Kanye's
I think
toxic.
he owe Big Sean more than that, man, and I think he's fucking up a lot of relationships. But at the same time, it's a lot of people that's wanting to hang on just because he's Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that you know need that juice. He's in the news every day, so it's like.
Right.
Niggas want that music.
Why not attach yourself to that shit, even if it's goofy as fuck?
Yeah. Kanye.
It's crazy how some niggas will sell their soul for a beat.
That's a fact.
For a beat?
For a beat. Yo, listen.
Yeah.
Some niggas are still fucking around with that foolery. So like when it all go down, he like, yo, you know, let me get a beat, Kanye. He like, yeah, you been supporting me with all my dumbness. I got you, nigga. Ask the nigga that, what you call it?
They probably don't even like him like that, bro.
What's that?
Word.
I said certain ones don't even like him like that, but yet they willing to, you know what I'm saying? They gonna get in the picture with him and try to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man, don't be like that,
yeah,
bro.
That's
like
true.
you don't mess with the man. Like if you really mess with him, then cool. But it's a lot of them people that ain't never been around and now they want to come around and get in pictures with him. Honestly, man, I know it shouldn't be said, but I don't even like the whole Jay Prince thing, man. Like that whole
that look like his son to me.
Yo, listen, listen.
Man, like you really treating this dude like a child, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, listen, I got something to say with that because I've been saying this to Khary for a little minute. All the pictures of Jay Prince and Kanye West look like there's somebody that's not in the picture holding a gun like, nigga, smile. Smile, nigga.
Somebody over there with an
like this is definitely Ford.
Yeah.
For real. Like nigga, you over there with the Prince, nigga. Whatever he tell you to do, you better fucking do, nigga. I don't give a fuck about that $1 billion
line,
shit.
Nigga.
You $1 billion nigga hit. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
they Prince a whole different.
And you see Drake looks so comfortable in the pictures, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Jay Prince is his man, not Kanye's man.
Edge.
You know, Jay Prince is Drake's man, not Kanye's man.
Right. And you can see it in the pictures, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, Kanye was there out of respect and fear, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're right. It do look like he got a gun pointed on him.
Do you think Kanye and Drake really squashed their beef?
Out of fear and respect, not
publicly.
Respect and fear. He was there out of fear and respect.
Publicly, but I think they probably still got some feelings towards each other.
Yeah, that's how I feel because, like, you know, when you squash things with people, like, yeah, things can be, you know, cordial, but is it the you're not automatically cool, just, you know,
right
then. Right. It's like it takes time if it's really squashed. Other than that, it's just only gonna be cordial.
Word.
I agree.
Like, listen, it's niggas that I had beef with back in the days and shit like that. Listen, we grown and all that. I ain't got time for that. We ain't friends, but it's you know what I'm saying? And keep it moving. But
it's certain niggas that shit'll never be the same with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at.
True indeed.
Like it may not what you call it, because at this stage of my life I got too much to lose to do something stupid like that.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
But you know, it's like
you ain't chilling with this nigga.
Yeah, we ain't gonna see them hanging out. We might see them bumping into each other in the same spots. They'll keep it cordial, but it won't be like, yo, I'm gonna call this nigga up and we gonna go play some basketball together. Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, I mean, I could see him sending them a record.
I can't even see that. I
don't think they'll be in the studio together, but I think he would send them a record.
No, I don't even think that'll happen at this point. To tell you the truth, in my opinion,
I don't feel like that'll be willingly.
That'll be. I mean, it could be
Kanye and Drake. I don't feel like that would be like Drake or Kanye. Like, hey, let me get you on a song. I feel like that'll be done by like their labels, maybe.
And it'll be sound. It'll sound forced too. It won't even sound like they had chemistry or some shit. Like,
I think they're
it'll sound
it's
like some bullshit that somebody forced together.
Yeah, listen, them two niggas getting together and doing an album. The end result is gonna be like the best of both worlds too. You heard?
It's gonna be some petty ass shit.
It's gonna turn to Drake and Friends or some shit like that.
I feel like they're gonna be trying to outdo each other
on the same records and shit.
Right, they're gonna try to outdo each other on the same damn record. It's just gonna be
throwing shots.
Then they're gonna beef again. Look, then they're gonna be beefing again.
I think it's gonna be good. You know,
both of them they got an alright stage performance. I've seen better, but you know, that's me.
But shit, let's move this on. You know, yesterday was Martin Luther King's birthday. Not actually his birthday, the day that we observe his birthday and take off of work and things like that. Take out of school. You know, people relax on his birthday and celebrate his legacy. And they celebrate his legacy by making playlists and showing documentaries and reading speeches and things like that, you know, and writing articles. And I actually read an article that questioned what MLK might think about the U.S. today. Not just black people, but the U.S. today. And they felt that he might be a bit disappointed. Me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think he would be disappointed. Yeah, I think he'd see it as motherfuckers is making progress and taking shit instead of waiting for it to be handed to him in a lot of instances. You know, comparing now to his time, there's people doing a lot more things, able to go out and not necessarily wait for the establishment to say, here, you can have a job. People are going out and starting their own things nowadays, starting their own businesses and at a higher rate than they were back in the day. I think black people have more wealth than they did back in Martin Luther King times when he was out marching.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think he would be too disappointed. He might be mad we say nigga a lot in our music, but he'd be like, you know what? Let the young brothers do what the young brothers do, as long as they
do. You think he would have changed his stance on peaceful protest? Like, how do you think he would have felt about the riot and the Black Lives Matter movement?
About the George Floyd shit and all that.
Yeah, like, do you think he would have went from peaceful protest to now, you know?
No, I think
he
now
would
he
change his stance on that.
I think he would still be talk. I think he would still promote peaceful protests. I think so.
You know what's crazy is his son was protest, or not his son. Was it his son? His son was protesting at the in Washington on yesterday on MLK Day.
Oh, I think I seen some footage of that where some people were getting arrested.
Yeah, for voters' right suppression, I think.
Right. They marched in Washington on his birthday, and people ended up getting arrested for this as well. You know, they probably had some bullshit excuses.
I think he was doing the same thing he was doing back then, just fighting for more shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I think he would be proud of the people that's still out there protesting and standing up for our rights.
Word, they will be following him.
I think that Martin would give a speech like this right now. I see the young brothers and sisters, the Breonna Taylor, the George Floyd, getting choked out, getting shot up, getting beat down. Well, we are no longer peaceful no more. It's time to crack some heads. God almighty. Time to crack some heads. I think he'd be like that right now, yeah.
These are dead.
Did you see what Michael Blackson posted?
What did he post?
Nah. What did he do?
Michael Blackson posted, he said, I know it's MLK Day, but did y'all I just found out that he had a white girlfriend. back then. And
Michael Blackston or
Michael Blackston. He said Martin Luther King had a white girlfriend. He was cheating on his wife with a white lady. And Cat Williams commented and said something like coon behavior, some shit like that. But apparently it was true. I never knew that. I mean, I did find out, you know, like later, a few years ago, that he did cheat on his wife. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know it was with a white woman.
Yeah, the
federal
government,
a few of them too.
The federal government tapped his phone, followed him.
Got a little pink toe.
The federal government had pictures of him with other women and things like that. But I do agree with Cat Williams saying coon behavior, because even though it may be true, there's no need for you to point that out on the man's birthday. You know, not necessarily not his birthday, but the day that people celebrate his day. You know, that's not the day to point that out. If you wanted to point that out, point that shit out in motherfucking October, nigga. Point it out on Halloween or some shit. You know? Point it out on World Comedy Day.
And we always try to do something to pull our heroes down. Like,
don't point it out on MLK Day, and don't do it in February.
Right.
That's all we have.
Right.
And don't do that to our heroes either, because like they don't do that to their heroes. You know what I'm saying? Their heroes, they let them stand on a pedestal no matter who they cheated with. John Kennedy is a hero no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And he had a side girl. Like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, that was a lot of dudes. Right. You know what I'm saying? That
like with John
was prominent, had side women. You know what I'm saying?
With John F. Kennedy, they used that fact that he had other women as like John F. Kennedy, that nigga had bitches. You know? They try to use that as like a positive.
Dude was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're like, yo, that nigga was president.
That makes him a bad dude. You know?
And they was like, yo, and that nigga had hoes, you know? And some people say that's why they got this nigga killed, you know? He had too many hoes. That's how. That's one of the conspiracies.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
That's one of the conspiracies.
I gotta ask this. So that there's a possibility that MLK has a mixed child out there, huh?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say
that. A possibility?
I wouldn't say that.
Look, I'm like, I don't know about the baby.
No, we didn't know about that.
Her, maybe.
Yeah.
Was he fucking her, maybe?
She wouldn't have had his kid, you know?
Hell no. She'd have been the first morning after pill, goddamn.
Nah, she just stuck that hanger up there. Did what she had to do.
Yeah.
They're like of all the niggas you get pregnant by.
It had to be that one, huh?
It had to be that one.
That's
the only thing could have made it worse. Listen, only thing could have made it worse is you fucked with that goddamn Malcolm X.
Yep. Nah, but I think he would be. I think he would have some reservations about some things going on in the Black community. But I think overall he would be a bit proud of some of the things that we've accomplished and some of the things that we've done. You know, I for one am not one to look at saying the majority of Black people are poor or the majority of Black people are criminals and shit like that, because that's not true. You know, I grew up I grew up in the hood, you know, and when I was young, I used to think my hood was gangster, you know. And that's because it was just me hanging out with my friends, and me and my friends, we thought we was gangster. But you know, if you take into account that if me and my friends was all the gangsters in the hood, there's like 15 gangsters in the hood. How many people live out there? About 20,000. About 20,000.
Small percentage.
You know, there's about 20,000 people out there. The 12 of us is gangster. You know, the majority of people are not gangster.
Just regular everyday people trying to go to work in school.
Exactly. Yeah. You know? So I kind of look at that and kind of say, you know, the majority of people aren't bad.
Yeah, we done made a lot of strides, man. Especially like in in big positions too, leadership, man. We done made got a lot of political position, man. Like way more than we could have ever imagined back when he was, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as like elected officials that's black, like we couldn't have never imagined that shit. You know what I'm saying? Back then.
Right. And I'm looking along the lines of it's easier for people to go out and get it themselves than it was back in the days.
Right.
You know? I'm not saying that things are handed to us now and we have a whole lot more opportunities, because our opportunities aren't necessarily that much greater, you know? But I think motherfuckers are saying, okay, let me put my foot in y'all ass and take this step up. Yeah, you know, that's what people are doing, putting their foot in somebody's ass.
Yeah, we found loopholes. We found ways to get around shit. We found ways to, you know what I'm saying, to maneuver when they was trying to block us on certain shit. And every time they find a way to block us on something, we'll figure out another way. You know what I'm saying? That's black people. We always was some strong ass motherfuckers. Like, we was gonna figure it out.
Yeah, that's how black people survived slavery, by being strong.
That's how we got eliminated, y'all.
Any other race would have folded, right?
You know what I mean? That's how we got eliminated.
Any other race would have went extinct.
That's exactly how we got eliminated. That's how we got soul food.
That's how we got
soul food.
That's how we got chitlins, and that's not a great accomplishment, chitlins.
That's how we got diabetes, goddamn.
Right? You know, fuck around.
You got diabetes because you start fucking with day sugar. You got diabetes because we start fucking with day sugar. You should just stay fucking with our own sugar.
Use the candy, the sugar cane, goddamn.
Right? But yo, Mark, I appreciate you calling up, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Love.
Yes, thanks, Mark.
Y'all.
Bye, Mark. We appreciate you.
Peace out, y'all.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Peace out, God.
Well, I said Maine like DJ and Hustle the Flow. I said, all right, man.
Terrence Howard.
Yeah. Oh man. Anybody do anything special for
Yo, damn, I meant to tell Mark too. What you call it? Nah, I work.
You work? Oh, you work? You ain't take the day off. You're supposed to take the day off, man. You're supposed to say, yo, I'm black.
Nah, man.
They're supposed to give you the day off.
You know?
Not time and a half.
And you was in New York.
Not time and a half.
Oh, you wanted the time and a half. Did you have the option to take the day off, but you just did it?
Yeah. Because, you know, I heard it's like there's a law that if you black, you can take MLK off. I don't know.
I'm not sure if it's a law, but it should be.
Somebody told me that. My coworker told me that. He's like, yo, if you black, you could take MLK off. You know? I was like, yeah. Yo, why? He's like, because you black. They made it a law. I said, nigga, don't say that. Because I said, if that's nationwide, there's no black person working in America right now at all.
Look,
Arizona.
That law, listen, if they made that law, you know how hurt America would be for one day.
Literally, my cousin called me mad that the white people at her job, they were off that day, but she had to work. She was pissed off.
Everybody get off that day.
That's
she was pissed off.
That's special. She got to work. She the only black person in the office, and she got to work on his birthday. I can't.
She was pissed off, dog.
That's fucked up.
It's like getting fired on your day off. Like,
oh shit. Oh man, but let's move it on. Let's move it on. I read some stats and I heard some numbers about the police and the amount of crimes they actually solve. Have any of y'all ever thought of that number? Like, what percentage of crimes do police actually solve? You know, when crimes happen and they get reported and somebody looks into it, what percentage actually gets solved and somebody gets convicted for?
You know what's so crazy? I used to feel like I feel some cops are effective that are like the first 48 cops, they effective. But if they don't catch the criminal in the first 48, you know what I'm saying? More than likely. I'm just saying, like real talk. Because then you got shit like Cold Case. And they on like they 1,000th episode or something like that. And yo, listen,
Really?
they don't never gotta do repeats. They keep doing more and more cases. Yo, you know how many cold cases is out there, bro? Cops ain't solving shit. Listen, let me tell you something. Your average detective is dumb. If he ain't got nobody out there to tell him what the fuck is going on. If they ain't no snitch,
they not like the niggas on the show.
Huh? Nah. Listen, half the time on the show, niggas be telling on themselves. How you think they solve the case?
Now, how
listen.
Go ahead.
Nah, real talk. All the cases that more than likely you see on First 48, if a nigga don't tell, nigga don't go to jail. Somebody has to tell. When niggas don't tell, niggas don't be going to jail. Like I said, the rapper nigga, the hot show nigga, whatever the fuck his name is, he ain't say nothing. Yeah, he sat up for 2 years, but he ain't say nothing. They couldn't prove nothing. They held this man some bullshit for 2 years trying to prove some shit. They ain't prove it. Because
that is true.
Nobody said nothing. Cops don't solve shit.
Get niggas to do their job.
You help them solve shit.
Right. So, they not like the niggas on the shows. Because I'm watching Dexter right now. And I remember, listen, on Dexter, the Miami homicide team, right? They had, I think their percentage was like 29% solved, you know? And that's just a show. So to know in real life, these niggas is only really solving 2% of murders, absolutely defund the police. Because what the fuck are they doing? What are they doing other than terrorizing the citizens and not solving shit? It don't sound like you serving and protecting. I'm sorry. 2% is trash.
Your 2% number was on point, but it's not just 2% of murders. It's 2% of pretty much all major crimes nationwide.
Right.
You know, it's like nationwide, that stat is 2% of crimes. So they pretty much say 50% of crimes are reported. So there's a whole half of those crimes that aren't actually reported. Out of those 50%, of crimes reported, estimated around 11% actually leads to somebody getting arrested. And then from that 11%, only 2% actually ends up with a legitimate conviction.
Conviction, got you.
You know? So
and now that 11%,
we spend billions of dollars on police nationwide a year. Some places spend, some states spend billions on just their own. You know? Now, we spending all of this money, a lot of cities, that's like the first thing that the city is paying for. You know, it's also the most expensive thing that the city is paying for. And and that return on an investment does not seem like a good percentage for the amount of money going into policing to what we get out of it.
Where is this money going? Like, are you guys being outsmart? But you know what? Okay, so now when you broke it down like that, right? And you said that out of 2%, 11% are maybe arrested, right? When you think of also the amount of people that are incarcerated wrongfully as well, it's like,
this is what I'm saying.
I don't feel like, and then how, you remember when they were saying during the protests and stuff, they were saying anybody could be a police officer. They just have to pass like a physical test and a test, you know? And they weren't really even trained to deal with mental, you know, people with mental disability. there's paramedics and firefighters that get more training than actual police officers do. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's not even like you're fully educated or trained. You know, you're not solving anything. You're convicting people wrongfully, and you are the terrorist. Like, I'm not saying every police officer. Let me go back and
I kind of get
rephrase
what
that.
you're saying a little bit.
Yeah, it's not all police officers. I don't think all police officers are bad, but you know, majority of what we see, you know, is just crazy for only 2% of crime we solve.
Mm-hmm.
That's a waste of money. Like, yeah, defund them.
I believe so. So Khary over here in the chat says NYPD and LAPD have over $3 billion in funding apiece. So just between the two of them, that's already $6 billion. That's not even 2 cities. I mean, 2 states. That's 2 cities.
Mm-hmm.
2 cities.
2 cities.
You know? Cheryl
That's
says
crazy.
Police are not effective here in B-more because about 15 to 20% of them are corrupt. And Wayne says Dexter is the ish.
Dexter is the ish, Wayne. That's my shit.
Yo, listen.
Carter over here in the chat said the money there is going to overtime and in the pockets of the police. NYPD was $5.4 billion this year.
And they're not even like, it's not even like they you know, every neighborhood gets the same patrolling, the same treatment, you know? They really only police in the areas that they live, really.
Now, what they will tell you is, oh, if you want your place to be safer, you need more police. When if you actually look at the safe neighborhoods,
mm-hmm.
you know what's not in the safe neighborhoods? A lot of police. You know what's in the safe neighborhoods? Good schools, good jobs, good resources. You know, so if you want to bring down crime, you got to give people more resources. You know, more things for people not to want to go commit crime for, because they have other things and other opportunities to give them an opportunity to make some money and not have to go the criminal route.
Agreed. Like the living.
Slow down crime.
Yeah, like the cost of living right now, right? So I've been talking about that really with everyone that lives locally. Huh?
I said opportunity and options.
Yeah, like the rent is increasing for everybody, like starting from about, you know, $100 to $200. I talked to somebody, they rent increased by $500, you know? And then there's a shortage here in Tampa. There's a shortage really in spaces that are for rent, right? Because we have so many people moving in. So the rates are going up. You can't really find anything. Then they're requiring you to make like 3 times the rent. Jobs are not paying 3 times the rent. You know what I'm saying? And then also in the middle of a pandemic, it's like, you know, that I feel like is what drives up the crime rate. Because at that point, what are people going to do for money? Either they're going to scam the government, like we saw last year. Like you said, no resources. They have no way to make money. And there's an inflation right now. The housing market is up. You know what I'm saying? Like you're creating an environment for crime, which is, I feel like, to stimulate the economy, not the economy, but, you know, so they can make more money. I feel like that's the system, I guess, like creating a bad environment to boost up, like, just, I don't even know. Because it just puts more money back into their pocket.
Raising the cost of living without also increasing wages for people to make money is kind of like the one of the first ingredients into increasing crime. You know, because if people don't have a way to make that extra money that you now force them to have to pay, some people that weren't previously doing crime will be doing crime. You know, and Khary over here made a good point. He said, you know what you find in those safe neighborhoods? White collar crime.
Money laundering.
White, yeah, exactly.
Like Ozark. Ozark is supposed to come on next week.
It is coming.
Anyway,
what is this Ozark? Yo, you are You are the
you got Netflix, right, Beast?
Yeah.
Okay, do yourself a favor and just pull up Ozark. You're gonna love it.
Yes.
You're gonna love
Ozark was fire.
Stars Jason Bateman.
Ozark was
stars Jason Bateman.
Absolutely amazing.
And the police can't stop him neither. You know?
Period.
Okay.
They want him to work for him.
But you're gonna love it at the perfect time too, because they're on the final season. You know? But yeah, in order to lower the crime rate, you definitely need to have more resources, more opportunity, not more police.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. I want to know what's going to be done about that, really. I wish that type of shit was on the news, like big headlines, because I really wonder what is going to be done about that.
What's that?
That seems like, I feel like that seems like a waste of tax dollars. That's a lot of wasted money.
What's that? Say that again. What's wasting money?
As far as pretty much the police having such a low, like, what am I thinking of? What we were talking about before? The police being effective with the crime cases, solving the cases.
Mm-hmm. I think no, never mind. I might have just lost track of what you were saying. I don't think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, all right. Everybody slow down. I don't think we read. Yeah. I believe that's
yeah. We actually spoke about that on Friday. We actually spoke about that on Friday, Khary. It says the IRS wants people to report side hustles of more than $600. They are literally trying to formalize the informal economy. Yeah, they understand people are doing side shit, and they want some money too, and they're saying, hey, we won't take you to jail for it. You know, if you report it smart, and don't say I'm a drug dealer. Say money, extra money. You know, okay. But no, I don't think the police are effective. But I also do think that if we totally got rid of the police, like 100%, just one day there was no police out there,
it'll be crazy.
It'll be a little crazy for a couple of months. It'll be crazy for a couple of months. I don't think it'll be as crazy as some people think, because people will start, one, arming themselves. And once everybody got a gun, then everybody got a gun, and it's like, okay, let's all be civil. I think for the most part, though, people act normal if there wasn't no police. Though there would be some people that take advantage, because there's always some people that take advantage.
Yeah.
I just don't think it'll be like the purge all of a sudden. You know,
I hope not.
You'll have a couple of kids out there like Die Hard with a Vengeance. You know, the one with Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis. They was running, the kids was stealing stuff. And he's like, hey, why you stealing shit? He's like, well, you don't see it's like Christmas out here. The cops all tied up with other stuff. It's like Christmas out, little Italian kid. It's like Christmas out here. You can steal Wall Street. Yeah. Some people would take advantage. You would see some good heists. There would be some good movies that come from it. Based on a true story, when the police quit and banks got robbed everywhere. Khary was not one of them. He regrets it. That's how it would go. Let's see.
I don't think they need to.
What's that?
I don't think they need to be from the police. I think that the police need to be here for some order, but I just think if justice was equal, I think it'd be different. You know what I'm saying? Due to the fact that justice is a little racist.
Yeah, a little.
That's why a lot of people kind of want. I mean, no, I'm not gonna say a little. I feel like, for somebody who truly did what they did, it is what it is. You got caught. You did it. You know, if the evidence proves that you went to court, because if you notice, the way they do evidence now is totally different, and that's another reason why a lot of convictions don't stand in the country's probably at that 2%.
Yeah,
because before it was more so like.
I do firmly believe a lot of crimes shouldn't be crimes, but that's my own personal stance.
You feel a lot of crimes shouldn't be crimes?
Yeah, a lot of shit people go to jail for shouldn't be crimes. Like a nigga like
what?
Like a nigga selling drugs shouldn't be a crime. You know, niggas using drugs shouldn't be a crime.
I feel.
You know,
I feel you because that's your freedom of choice.
Right. You know, like not paying your taxes shouldn't be a crime. Yeah. Speeding shouldn't be a fine. Yeah. It wasn't always a fine. I mean, a crime. You know, there's a lot of things people consider crimes that shouldn't be crimes.
I don't think stuff like that should be crimes. Like, you know, maybe a violation, not a crime.
Even those violations add up, and guess what? It turns into a crime.
I don't know though, because some people can speed, some people just cannot. You know what? Have you ever been to the Caribbean? They have no speed. They have no road rules.
No speed limits.
There's a lot of deaths in the Caribbean just from car crashes because people can go as fast as they want to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Argument there would be even with all the laws, there's still billions of people die in crashes every day. They say that's one of the leading causes of death.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know about
in the U.S.
speeding.
They say that's one of the leading causes of death in the U.S. car accidents. And that's even with laws. So, though I do like the road laws, though a lot of people don't use them. Like I people spat people in the face that don't use turn signals. You know, you let me know. Put your fucking signal on before you turn, not while you're turning.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga be in the turn. Oh, let me turn on my turn signal. Nigga, that defeats the whole purpose. You know, but yeah, I don't agree everything.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I don't use turn signals unless necessary.
You should always use turn signals. You know, turn signals are to signal people. Do you ever find yourself almost hitting people switching lanes? Or you find yourself about to switch a lane and all of a sudden you're like, oh, why is this person here when I'm trying to get over?
Nah, but that's why I say if necessary, because I'll use necessary for me is if I'm around other people. You know, so if I know there's somebody behind me that if I just go to do some shit, you don't know what I'm doing without my signal, I'm going to use it. But like, if I'm like yards ahead of you, I'm not turning on my turn signal just to turn. Nobody's behind me. You know what I'm saying? But recently, one of my homegirls, she's from up north, she was like, people from Florida, I hate the way y'all drive. You don't use turning signals, like you don't merge, you don't, you know? And I'm like, she was following me one day and we had to it was like a 3-lane road. We had to get in the turning lane to turn left. But, you know, we all know that you just get all the way, this lane's gonna be backed up. You get all the way over here and get here. Say what?
Wow.
Say what?
I just said we all know.
Whatever. So you gotta get in the lane and then get over, you know, not wait in the long line. And she's like, that's dangerous. That's against the law. And I genuinely never even knew that would have been against the law to do, you know, because I don't know. Whatever. I just wanted to point that out.
You're not supposed to cross solid lines.
They weren't solid lines. Actually, I'm lying. In the turning lane part, it is solid.
Mm-hmm. Once that solid line comes, you're not supposed to cross it.
Well, you learn something new every day. Am I gonna stop doing it? Am I gonna stop doing it though? Absolutely not. I'm not waiting that long ass line. Nah.
Oh man. But I think we about over time with the police. But I don't think they're effective, and I think there needs to be changes, and they definitely need to be defunded. And defunded does not mean to. I was going to say demolished. Well, I guess I will use demolished as well. Defunded does not mean destroyed and taken away. It means put the money into other resources and other things. And Carter up here did say something earlier. He says that police are getting training, at least where he is. He said they are getting trained to deal with mental illness because they are closing a lot of mental hospitals. And abolished was the word I was looking for. Thank you, Khary. I was looking for abolished, you know? All right. Let's move it on. What are we up to? Did y'all hear T.I. talking over the weekend where he said, yo, can't nobody fuck with him? I think his exact words was, nobody's fucking with me. Y'all got to get Jay, Pusha Preem, not Pusha Preem, Pusha T, Jay-Z, and a bunch of other niggas that are pretty much heavyweights when it comes to this rap shit. To even come close, but even they can't fuck with him. I didn't really agree with him on that one. What y'all thoughts? T.I. Unfuckwittable? Or niggas done washed him in the past?
T.I. Yo, it's up and down with him. Like, it all depends on how. Okay, I'm a T.I. fan. Serious
I fuck
music.
with T.I. music.
Serious is it serious or is it trap music? I can't remember which one was first.
Say it again.
I think I'm serious one.
Okay, I'm serious. Okay, album, nice for a come out. Trap music. All right. He was kind of like, he was like a South 50 Cent type thing, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Urban Legend.
Urban Legend was his third.
He was third.
So we got I'm Serious, Trap Music, Urban Legend, King, T.I. vs. Tip, Paper Trail, No Mercy, Trouble Man, Paperwork, Dime Trap, and The Libra.
Khary, what's his name? Khary?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, he is walling right now. I agree. I think he definitely is a legend in trap when it comes to trap music. You know, definitely got to give respect to T.I. I feel like he is one of those rappers that has aged gracefully. Like, you know, he can still jump on a song and it'll still be hot. But to say nobody's fucking with you right now in this present moment, that's cap. Like, that's cap. He had a song with Lil Baby, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely new people out here that can definitely like watch you if that's what you want to talk about. But are we gonna show respect because you T.I., the king of the South? Yeah, we gonna show respect, but don't say shit like that. Be humble. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't fall off, but you fall. It's other people out there. It's other people in the ring with you.
Now, now that he said that, I kind of feel like him saying that was kind of like the same thing as Jay-Z saying, can't nobody stand on the stage with him. I think those are kind of like, they're kind of like speaking in the same vein. Now, I feel like, you know what? I could see what Hov is saying on that.
Right.
T.I. not so much. It's, you know, T.I. it's like, you know what? I fucks with you. I love your music. You got some classic shit. But yeah, there's some niggas fucking with you. There's some niggas
out here that you know.
You want to know what's so crazy? I feel like T.I. like, you ain't no Wayne, and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like
B, say it again. Wayne. Say it again, B.
Like, you're not no Wayne.
You are not Wayne. Come on, bro.
You're not Wayne.
And
right?
they've done a song before.
You beside yourself right now, nigga. You got a lot of dip on your chip.
Right? They've done a song together before, Wayne and T.I.
Yeah, and Wayne got in that ass. And Wayne got it because Wayne doesn't send tracks to be nice to you. You want to do a track with him? Wayne's not sending the track to be nice. Wayne's sending the track getting in your ass. He's gonna be on subject, but Wayne be getting in your ass. Just like Eminem,
right?
You know what I'm saying? The Lots. There's certain MCs that you get on the track with them. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy. But I'm not on the track because I'm gonna stay on subject of the song because this is where you aiming. But at the same time, I'm gonna get in your ass, nigga.
Got you. Now,
you know what I'm saying?
T over here.
Yeah.
T over here says, "Man, fuck that. Face is the king of the South." You know what? I do give T.I. that credit of being the king of the South. You know, people from a certain era might say that Scarface is the king of the South, but when T.I. said he was the king of the South, nobody of quote unquote worth challenged him.
It's fact.
You know, nobody challenged him.
That is true.
The only people that challenged him was some. Go ahead.
Only person that challenged him, but he wasn't strong enough about that shit was Lil Flip.
Right. And that's what I was gonna say. Like people of quote
unquote. Wait.
He didn't say it with his chest.
And Shorty Low. Shorty Low kind of tried to challenge him a little bit, but I don't think he had the catalog to back him.
What? But let's not forget because there was a little beef on a song about that shit too. Because please stay off the TIP of my dad. You know the Luda shit.
What happened?
Luda did challenge him.
Yes, but it wasn't necessarily like he didn't like call him out by name. You know, he kind of threw it into like a sub in a verse that you had to like read between the lines. And I think that's probably why people didn't really see that as a challenge, in my opinion. That's kind of how I see that. That's kind of like a read between the lines.
He got at because like I would even have to say I would have to put Luda in that King of the South shit.
You think so?
Very strong. Yo,
I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't say King of the South.
Luda was big. Luda was very big in the South, but I would not say he was the king of the South. I feel like T.I. like had his run. You know how everybody had their run. Jay-Z had his run. Wayne had his run. You know, T.I. really had his run, and he like had his way. Like he did what the fuck he wanted to do, and he proved that yes, he was the king of the South. Like he was not only a rapper, but he was giving back to the community. He was at one point the face of trap music. Like, you know? So I feel like he really deserved that title. Luda, yeah, we fought with Luda, you know, but he wasn't, I don't know. He wasn't the king. And a lot of them niggas weren't saying nobody took the title until he said it. Until he wanted to say like, okay, I'm the king of the South. Nobody else was trying to say that shit. They was just, you know?
Exactly. Nobody was trying to say it.
He owned
until
it.
He said it. Exactly. And I think I might be a little biased. And I think my biasness is just like, I never seen Luda as the gangster, as the tough guy, you know?
That too.
Like, I never said, oh, Luda's soft. I just never seen him as like the gangster tough guy. I never seen him as like, his music didn't make me feel threatened.
Right.
You know? And
it was just some good music.
Right. And it's like, you know what? I think you're dope as fuck. You got some super energy music, but just your music just don't scare people enough for you to be king.
Yeah, Luda would just say what other people wasn't thinking. Like, Luda made a song called You a Hoe. You know, he was just making feel good music.
Right.
Like,
and I tell you what, I love Luda's music. Yo. His first album, Back for the First Time, I used to bump that shit nonstop. Yeah, that shit was crazy. You know, but
my shit is Theater of the Mind.
I don't even remember that one. To be honest.
Theater of the Mind got tracks on that shit, yo. That's with that's with Kanye. What's the shit Kanye did the beat for? When I move, you move, just like that. That's
like that.
Okay.
You know what? I didn't think Luda was soft until he became an actor.
So
and then you like, oh, this nigga is he real nice. Like he not a goofy, but he real, you know, he real nice. He ain't no damn hood nigga.
And you can't.
He was probably the goofy friend.
And you can't be King of the South playing John Henry. Didn't he play like John Henry or some shit like that?
Oh, nah, he wasn't John Henry. Terry Crew was John Henry.
Who was Luda? Didn't Luda have some metal shit on?
Yeah, Luda was like a criminal. He got burnt. His face got burned as a kid. Some wild shit like that. Listen, let me tell you this.
Nah, there was some
I'm
shit
sorry.
He was like a robot or
that John Henry shit, the worst fucking movie ever.
Yeah.
He wasn't in that?
I fuck with the fact that when...
Yeah, he was in it.
But it was horrible.
Okay, I fuck with the fact that when T.I. is in a... when T.I. is in a movie, he's like playing some smooth shit. You know, like, he's still a gangster. Like, still don't fuck with him. He's still, you know, but he not playing some goofy ass nigga. Yeah. Luda, he playing a few goofy ass roles.
Yeah, yeah. Especially when they make him shave his mustache.
He
was not the king of the South. He was not gangbanging. If he said he had a gun, I don't believe he was killing nobody. That was for protection.
He was on. Ludacris was on Law and Order one time. I think like one of his first early roles, and like. He shaved his mustache, and that was like the first time I seen him with like his mustache shaved. And I was like, "Damn, your upper lip big, nigga." That nigga should like. I'm like, you shaved your mustache before, Bees, and he was like, "Yo, I don't recall my top lip being this big." You know, he's like, "I don't recall."
Nah, I got some big lips, so
no,
I'm still
when you shave, when the hair above your lip disappear and you see all your lip, you be forgetting you got that much lip. You be like, "Oh shit, where all that come from?"
Yeah. I tried that one time. I look like a pervert. So I don't.
Yeah, sometimes
I feel like
when you see a nigga, nigga said he felt like a pervert. When you see a nigga with a mustache, all you ever seen him is with a mustache, and they shave that mustache. All of a sudden, you're like, nigga, you look weird as hell. You look weird as hell.
Not like a pervert.
Yeah, I look like
perverts. They either got a big weird ass mustache. Or they don't have a mustache. You right?
Yeah, exactly. And I shaved my mustache. That's it. I be looking like a pervert. Look, you hear Mo in the background? Mm-hmm.
Now Mo dating the weird nigga. Who is that nigga?
Yeah, now
don't let
Mo
him near the
weird nigga, right?
Oh man, we gonna piggyback on this T.I. shit, man. And jump over to Azalea Banks had a take where she said the only rappers that are improving with age are Jay-Z, which I could agree with, and Lil' Kim. And I was like, huh?
She was just talking.
Yeah, I was like, yo, where did that Lil' Kim part come from? Well, Jay-Z, I can understand. You know, but though I do think there have been more artists that have improved throughout their career and stuff like that, and gotten better and grown with their music. And it's not just Jay-Z and Lil' Kim. And I'm not sure how Lil' Kim even got into that conversation. That was a weird one.
I mean, when you check the source, like Azalea Banks is known for saying and doing crazy ass shit.
Yeah.
That was the one that was cooking her cat and eating it. It was part of some ritual she was doing.
Hey,
yo.
Some shit like that or something.
What in the witchcraft is going on there?
This was the girl that was randomly calling. This was the girl that was randomly calling out well-established rappers and singers and shit. like Nicki and all types of people, Rihanna and shit, saying that they couldn't fuck with her, and she would get bullied. She would like, you know. So I mean, I wouldn't listen to shit that came out her mouth. Although she is talented, she just, I don't know what her head got going on.
Yeah. So we already got a couple of names dropped in here that people can think of. What's that, Bees?
Australia?
I don't think so. I just think her mom named her Azealia.
That's a T.I. rapper chick, right?
Nah, you thinking of
she signed to T.I.?
Nah, he thinking about the rapper
Iggy Azalea.
Yeah, he thinking about Iggy Azalea.
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, but T dropped some names in the chat that he felt like improved with age and time. Was Nas, I would have to agree with that. The Locks,
yeah,
I would agree with that. Yeah, I think there's a lot of MCs that have grown with their career. J. Cole being one that's
true.
He's grown a whole lot since he was first introduced to us. So I think it was an interesting take from her part. I thought it was like half legit, half troll almost. You know? And T the King, I'm not sure about that Too Short one. He's still saying, bitch!
Yeah. He still has not grown. He just has his style just has a nice fan base to it.
He just talks about less bitches. He just
Ice Cube too. I hate to tell you like that, T. And Ice Cube is my favorite rapper. Ice Cube has not grown like that. He has the same style. It's just he just has that authentic fan base. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between having a fan base and then having an authentic fan base. Because your authentic fan base fucks with you regardless of what you do. You feel what I'm saying? As your fan base, where sometimes you have a fan base and your fan base only fucks with what's hot. Then you got a fan base that fucks with everything you do, whether it's whack, whether it's hot or not. You know what I'm saying?
Like one of the people, Pablo wants to know, what about M? Did he get better with age? I
couldn't even tell you.
I don't think so.
I would say yeah.
You gonna say yeah?
I'm gonna say yeah because I'm gonna say yeah. Reason being, there's a point where he fell, and then there's a point where he came back. But right now, as what you call it right now, I feel like he's a little stuck.
I just think
so. Now, when we're talking about better with age,
I think grown. I don't think maybe he's grown. He doesn't talk as crazy as he used to talk. You know, like a lot of his shit. Yeah, like a lot of his shit was about killing his girlfriend and suicide and strangling his mom and shit like that. And he seems to be a little more social conscious now. He still disses some people. You know, he still writes his disses here and there. But I think he's gotten a little more social. And he's kind of grown up a little bit. So I think maybe he has grown a little bit over the years. If you compare like Eminem now to Eminem back then.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely growth. His music isn't as dark, as Maniac.
Yeah.
You know? A little more structure to his shit, even though it's always been structured and dope. But
he says Buster.
But Khary said, I don't think M got better with age. He was always talented, but now I can't stand his music. It feels like he's rapping to hear himself rap. Sometimes I would agree with that as well. Sometimes he just tries to be as complex as he can be. Like, let me show y'all niggas how crazy I can actually rhyme. And I think I do agree with that. I don't think he's gotten better. I think his skills has always been there. I think his subject matter has gotten more mature. So that way he's grown. Buster.
Oh, well, I'm going to bring up Tati's MC once again.
Lil Wayne?
Wayne. Yeah, the growth. Come on. From all my enemies see me coming, and all my enemies be running. Listen, dude, to now, shit, shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I'm real with you,
Mm-hmm.
I love Wayne, but I wish that he. I don't know. I don't know if I would say. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed with his new music. Like I'm not as into it as I was. Like his old music when he would drop shit, I'd be excited to listen to it. I listen to it over and over and over. But his new shit, I don't even really be wanting to hear it. Honestly, that's my opinion. And I love Wayne. Y'all know how I feel about Wayne.
Yeah. So it kind of. So do you feel like it would be kind of like
you got over flooded?
It would be like an opposite Eminem take.
That.
Like an opposite. I was gonna Eminem say take? I wish that he did age a little like more gracefully, because I feel like it's also a cockiness behind it. But I can't say personally because I'm one of those like fans. So I can't say personally if it's really just that I miss his old shit, and maybe he's just not old Wayne no more, and this is him growing, and I'm just not, I can't say if it's that or if he really just has not,
but Wayne, I kind of feel it might be like almost the opposite of my take on Eminem, where I felt like Eminem's skills haven't really gotten much better. He's always been super dope. I feel like Lil Wayne's skills has gotten a lot better, and they keep getting better. But I don't think his like growth in the things he talk about has really changed very much over the years. Like he's still just
that is true.
The dopest rapper alive, Like he's turning into an Eminem almost too as well. Like let me just be dope just to be dope. But I'm not really talking about anything in particular.
He's still talking about robbing niggas and shit.
Let me ask you this. With that being said, you think because these, like, for Eminem and Lil Wayne, you think it's because a lot of this shit is oversaturated into the industry or into the world? You understand what I'm saying? Like, sometimes maybe too much material is too much material.
Okay, like you want too much shit. I'm not mad at that because when he came out with those songs with who was it, Rich the Kid? I feel like that was too much material. Like I feel like that was too much. I almost feel like when he dropped, what was the last 2 albums he dropped?
One of the artists.
There was one called Funeral or some shit, wasn't it?
Yeah, Funeral,
and the red and black one before that. It had like what was it, like Open Space? So I can't remember what that one was called.
Trust Fund Babies. The Carter 5.
Was that the Carter 5? It might have been.
Yeah, the Carter 5 was 18. Funeral was 20. Trust Fund Babies was 21. No Ceilings 3
it
was 2020. It may have been that one.
Yeah, that was the Carter 5 that I'm thinking about. Okay. The Carter 5 and Funeral. I feel like, honestly, on both of those albums, he gave us so much. And some of it, may have been like, and those I listened straight to. Like, I feel like some of that shit was just like, all right, I'm just putting out new music because it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I put out music. Everybody's been waiting for the Carter 5. Like, I got shit on my mind. And yes, I'm just trying to show that I'm dope just because I'm dope. And it was like a whole, and then he was also on features, on singles and shit in between that time. So it's just like, you just like vomited at us and then did it again. And it wasn't Wayne that I remember. Maybe that's how I feel. I just feel like I miss old Wayne. New Wayne, yes, his skills got better. I do feel like he is still talking about the same thing. He'll still be the greatest to me. But, I just miss old Wayne.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's like the same thing I feel with like Drake. Like, to me, Drake's not getting better with time. He's oversaturated. Like, and the thing is, like, this shit is oversaturated with all your style. It's not even like it's
with all your styles.
All your styles is oversaturated. Like you got too many of songs in the same styles, but you're oversaturated with these songs.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Drake seems like the same Drake.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, like there's no growth. At one point, you seen all the little styles of the song and all. Like he's like, okay, yeah, this dude is entertainment. He's gonna grow, and then he just came to you with the next album. The next album was just like that. Then the next album, it was just like that. You know, it's chicks on the way, wing back. You know what I'm saying? And all that other fucking shit that he be fucking think. What was the shit that he did with the Jamaican dude?
Well, Millie?
When he followed the girl, he had the video. He followed the girl to Jamaica and all that.
Followed them to Jamaica?
I don't recall that one.
Yeah. The shit he's singing. The shit he was singing on
Controller?
the radio.
Controller. That one? Okay. You know, Drake loves him some Jamaican.
But all his joints like that sound like that.
What's that, Bees?
All sound like that. It all sounds like that. Like all the times he sings it, he does, it all sounds like that. And I think like that's the way like I feel about drill. Like that's why I don't like drill because it all sounds the same. And then you're gonna oversaturate it. You're gonna oversaturate it, and that's the whole problem.
Yeah, I agree. Music is oversaturated right now.
Yeah,
it's so much music out right now. It's like, fuck, what kind of wave are we on? You know what I'm saying?
It's super easy to put out music.
Yeah, sometimes you ain't even got to put out a whole song. You just put out a damn chorus, like or a bridge or something, like, and it's just viral.
Yep, enough for TikTok.
Yeah, that's just music is definitely oversaturated right now.
You know when I realized that TikTok was just like giving clips? It was that Bust It song. You know?
That Erica Bake song. Yeah. I never heard it. Yeah, until like 2 months later. It was trash.
It was just like you would just see mad clips of women bust it, bust it, bust it, but you would never hear no more of the song. And then I finally hear the song. I'm like, oh, that shit is trash. That's why I said that first part.
Basura.
Just like what's the other one? Let me see you. Wow, 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 wow.
Y'all not tired of hours and hours? I don't get tired of that song.
And then I heard the actual song. I was like, this is some bullshit right here.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yep. These TikTok and shit is just like they doing music like DJs, just bringing back the one part.
Yo, only shit that's hot is that oh no, oh no, oh no.
Man.
That shit's kind of hard, yeah.
Only when it's put to the right video. When it's not put to the right video,
not that shit kind of hard.
You know, only when it's put to the right video.
But I mean, like, no, I heard the whole song, man. Like,
oh, there's a song to that?
It's kind of hard. Yeah, that shit kind of hard.
Did not know there was a song that actually accompanies that.
I didn't know the song.
I thought that was just some shit people made for the internet.
Did you hear the duet song?
Duet?
The what?
The one that's like, give me the duet. You heard that song? That shit was pretty lit. Like when I heard the whole song, I was like, now this kind of hard. It makes you want to dance.
I think I heard that.
You gotta hear it.
I've heard that before. But
you gotta hear it.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
They give me hype.
All right. Well, what kind of phone you use, Bees? Android or iOS?
I got an Android, bro.
Tati, Android or iOS?
iOS.
iOS. Me?
Android for Lord.
Me? I am a faithful. I am a faithful Android user. But I also have an iPhone. You know, I also have an iPhone, and I've always hated iPhone. But this is the first time.
I thought iPhone was only good for music.
This is the first time I actually played with an iPhone, and I felt as comfortable with it as I did my Android. It's like this is the first time I feel like both devices are actually on par with each other. You know, with the way they perform and the way they kind of function and things like that. And even though I've been an Android person for the longest time, let me see. I actually got a ton. I got a bunch. I got iPhone, another Android. What else? I got a couple of more. I got a few more in here. You know, but I got like years of phones. Look at this. I should have probably prepared this, huh? But look at this. I got like, here goes some more iPhones, some old iPhones. That I've always hated iPhones, but I've always had iPhones for some reason. You know, I guess because I'm a developer and shit like that. But this weekend I started fucking with this iPhone. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not the biggest fan of it. You know, I probably will eventually at some point go back to my Android. You know, because I've been dealing with them since iPhone was actually iPods, you know, before they even became an iPhone. And my biggest gripe about iPhone and iPods was I couldn't just plug it into my computer and like copy something to it. I could take my phone, I could plug it into my computer. If I want to add a video file to it, I do video and stuff like that. Sometimes I want to put a video on here and just upload it somewhere real quick. I want to put it on my phone because I might have to only be able to use an app. But I can't just plug it in. I just can't just plug my iPhone into the damn computer. You know, so that's been my biggest gripe about iPhone and the reason why I really don't mess with iPhone. But this is the first time I felt like an iPhone had kind of been on point with Android. Is there any particular reason you don't use iPhone, B's?
Nah, I mean, not really. Because I kind of knew how to work an iPhone from my iPod, because it was the same shit.
Yeah, for the most part. In the beginning, very different now, but in the beginning.
Yeah. But yeah, it for me, it was like basically the same shit. But it's like once I got, I think, what happened? I found like Galaxy S2 on the bus coming home from work one day. And I fucking got the shit, like the shit was like brand new. So whoever lost the shit, I know they feeling hurt. But I got the shit and fucking got it and turned it on and did all that shit. And like, once I started fucking with it, I never looked back. I never looked at the iPhone with none of that shit. Like,
got you.
It was just on.
Now, Pablo over here in the chat says, that's because you're thinking like a developer. iPhone locks that for security and easier usability for the masses, which I do agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that. You know, iPod was kind of developed, iPhones was kind of developed for like, I'm trying to find a nice political way to say this, for the dumbest user. You know, they make it so the dumbest user could actually use it with no problem. And I understand that. That's a great way of thinking. When I develop a lot of things, I kind of think of like, okay, what's the dumbest user going to do? You know, but I wouldn't be mad at that if there was an option for me to say, okay, take it out of this mode to where me feeling like I can protect myself and know what the hell I'm doing, I can do that. But I don't have that option. And that's one of the things I really did not like about Apple. And I kind of feel like they do that with a lot of their stuff. And they try to lock you into their ecosystem too quietly. You know, they kind of like try to get you locked in there with the Apple phones and the Macs and the whole iMessage. I think iMessage is also a reason why I don't like iPhone. You know, because iPhone people be thinking they bougie. You got a green bubble.
iPhone people are bougie.
iPhone people are bougie.
iPhone people are bougie. They definitely locked us into their ecosystem. That's why we feel like we bougie.
Mm-hmm. Got you.
I feel the same way though about security though. I feel like, I know with Android you can be like, okay, no, I don't accept whatever, the cookies and all that other shit. But iPhone, you really have to if you want to use certain apps. You don't have a choice. Or if you want to use certain websites. I don't like that either. But I like that it's easy to use. I've had an Android before. I didn't like it because it's like it was just too much. Like it wasn't simple. It was a lot of steps to do a lot of things. And iPhone is just like, it's all right there. Okay. I like that portion of it.
Okay, so you like iPhone because of the ease of use and everything is right there. And I don't like iPhone because everything is right there. Like only the last couple of versions of iPhone, I feel like I've been able to get rid of stuff off of my home screen. Like they finally made like an app drawer a few versions back. Which that also used to piss me off about iPhone. But they made a lot of changes, and this was the first version where I kind of felt like it was kind of on point with Android. They stole a lot of features, which I'm not going to talk about,
What I will say, though, like when I used to work for T-Mobile, I realized that because they had so many different perks, but we actually had to learn about the phones, like use the phones and stuff like that. So what I will say about Android is that the Androids do have a really nice camera. Like almost better than I'll actually say, I don't want to say it, but Android cameras are better than iPhones. The thing is that when Android phones, first of all, depending on the model, the newest models, let me be clear, the newest models, the cameras are better. But when we see it on iOS, it's pixelated or it's blurry, and I feel like that's purposeful. They're not supposed to work together. And so I feel like that's why
that is correct.
It's a conversion.
You are correct. It's like because Apple didn't make them really to work together. Because Apple has iMessage, which is their whole ecosystem for messaging. So they can set their own parameters and limitations on the files that you send back and forth. Where SMS and MMS actually has limits to the file sizes that can be sent. So when somebody sends a picture that's like on Android, they're sending it through like MMS, where MMS only takes a picture of so big of a file size, so it has to compress it. So when it compresses it, this beautiful picture that was on Android now gets compressed down to fit the size specifications for MMS and SMS. So now it gets passed through, and now it gets that compressed image sent over to iPhone when it's on the Android or off when it's off the iMessage network. But when it's on the iMessage network, those images can go through at whatever size they feel like doing. And that's one of the things that make people feel like, oh, Android has shitty cameras when they're on iPhone, on iOS, because they get those compressed images, not the pictures that was originally taken.
Yeah. I will say that, though, they have nice cameras. Like I think it was the Galaxy, it was a little while back ago. It was like the 5 or 6 or something like that. The camera was so nice. Like, I mean, it moved in slow-mo. Like, it was so nice. Yeah. It was so nice. I wish my phone did it. Yeah, I will say that.
They do have some good features, but unless you're on iMessage, you're not going to see those features on Android or vice versa.
So. Look, that's the only praise y'all Android users is going to get from me. Our camera is pretty good now. I ain't going to
lie. And what's we got over here? So there's says now iPhone has the 3D cameras built in. So now you can do a 3D rendering and print to a 3D printer. So that is dope. Yep. That is a dope feature. So most people don't even know they have it. It's the black camera. So I think this might be it. Maybe not. I don't know. This is the Max 13 Pro Max Pro some shit, whatever. Yeah,
my phone is scheduled for an update in the morning, so I don't know. I may have that feature in the morning. Listen, Android don't be playing, yo. Android playing, like, especially like when you have the notes, like the Android, the Galaxy notes, like, yo, I should updates on some other shit. Like Instagram looks one way today, it's gonna look something totally different tomorrow. It's gonna be like a whole different update.
Yeah, when I do a Android phone, I like to try to have like a pure Android phone. So like I got the Google Pixel 6 over here. But that's just gonna give me like the pure Android experience, no extra stuff that the manufacturer puts on there and things like that. That's straight from Android, so I ain't got no extraness on there. Supposedly, it did come with some T-Mobile stuff though. I use the voicemail. I use the voicemail. But I just wanted to talk real quick about Android versus iOS. Let's move on. Let's get ready to wrap up out of here too. I read something today that made me say, kids say the darndest things. You know what I read? You know what I read? I'm not even sure who this kid's name is, who this kid is, but his name is Lil Nar, Gnar. And he said that Future is better than Tupac. And I said, see, this is why I don't be listening to some shit that these kids say. He says Future is better than Tupac. I kind of looked at that and said, that's like that analogy is like saying Dr. Umar is better than Malcolm X. That's kind of how I view that. It's like, come on, man, get out of here with that, man.
That man's videos be cracking me up.
Who, Dr. Umar?
Yeah,
he should do. I follow this one account called No Context Umar, No Context Dr. Umar. You just get random clips that make no sense, but they're funny as hell. But Future, better than Tupac? Yay or nay? What you think?
Hell no.
Better than who?
I wish this wasn't even a topic.
That's why this is under Kids Say the Darndest Things.
Why the hell are we talking about this?
You talking about the past?
What's that?
Listen.
You talking about the past? Future?
Yeah. He said well, Future didn't say it, but somebody said that
Future Hendrix.
Yeah.
Yo, listen. Yeah. Future is
man.
Future rhyme like he chewing popcorn. You understand what I'm saying? Tupac was a poet, nice and clear. Spoke, said what he had to say. You understand what I'm saying? Nah,
right.
Man, you can't.
That's
compare.
Disrespectful.
Yo, listen.
That's disrespectful as hell.
Shorty, no matter what you do, Dear Mama's gonna be a part of your life if you black. You understand what I'm saying? It's one of them songs. No matter what age you are, I don't care what nobody say. Dear Mama will have Tupac alive forever. Future, them songs is gonna die out. He's not gonna. He made no song that's gonna be forever.
No
toxic ass shit. You know what? Too. Have you ever been? Maybe if you've ever been on the shade room when they post shit like this, people be in the comments. They be like, "This is supposed to be on the shade room team." Like, we should not be talking about this right now. This is fucking ridiculous. Not fucking Future is better than Tupac. This isn't a discussion for us. This is for the I think for the ones that like NBA YoungBoy and shit.
Oh no, no, that wasn't NBA YoungBoy. It was somebody. I thought it's some other video I saw today about somebody getting attacked at the airport.
Chopper something.
Yeah,
it's in Chopper. Something Chopper.
And elite Chopper got attacked at the airport. Somebody walked up on him and was like, "Yo, you such and such." I didn't even see the whole video, but I just know the motherfucker started attacking him and then posted a video saying, "Yeah, I just washed this nigga." I'm like, yo, nigga.
Why the fuck would you be, you know, that, I mean, I guess that taught him a lesson in house security. I think that's the lesson he just learned.
But you know what's messed up? That was a clout chaser.
Yeah, well, definitely a clout chaser. Definitely a clout chaser.
He seen that one, so yo, listen, especially if you walked up on him, asked him if he was this person, whatever went down, and then you posted it. 5-10 minutes after the shit happened, you was like, oh yeah, they gonna hit me. I'm gonna give me 100K followers with this one.
Somebody punked you. Like, you supposed to be some, you know, hard ass rapper.
But you know
and
what?
You got punked in the fucking airport by, was it a white boy? I think it was a Spanish boy, was it?
Somebody. Then he yelled out some
I don't know.
He yelled out some gang afterwards as well. But
I bet.
I tell you what, clout chasing has been around way before the internet. Way before the internet. And I always try to like put myself in like a situation or think of some type of situation that happened in my life that I might be able to relate something to. And I do recall there being like a celebrity or somewhat of a celebrity that lived in our neighborhood growing up. You know what I'm saying? A rapper, you know, young kid rapper. And people used to try him all the time. I know people in my crew that kind of tried him just to say that they tried him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just so other people could say, yo, that nigga fucked up this dude. What's that?
You know what's the bug thing though?
What's that?
People try him as a young kid, but people have tried him as a grown man.
Nah, they ain't trying him as a grown man. Just shit does change.
Listen, yo, because
he learned his lesson.
Shit done change.
He didn't learn his lesson.
And I say this though.
He got busy. Scotty, we gonna just put it like that. He got busy.
And I wonder, if people clout chasing back in the days prior to clout chasing even being like the thing called, but that's what they was doing pretty much. You know, did that play a part in that later in life? You know?
Yo, it might have, because at the same time that situation went down because somebody tried to punk him.
Right.
In the end.
Right. Somebody tried to punk him. And guess what?
He probably said no more.
And niggas been trying to punk him since he was a kid just because of his status.
Yeah. And
everybody gonna think you're a punk after that. If somebody attacks you as a rapper, you see they don't try the baby like that. The baby be knocking y'all ass out because he on that in real life.
Yeah.
But, you know, as a rapper, you get punked in the airport like this, niggas just don't think you soft as hell. Like, yeah, I saw in the video he punched him, but like the fact that somebody even tried you like that in the airport, you gonna get security, but niggas gonna think you soft too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The fact that it's not that just that he tried you, but it kind of like he tried you and you ain't kind of hold yourself down. It kind of seems like, you know, it's like,
yeah,
nigga, I'm who the fuck I am. Fuck out of here. There was none of that. He was just like, huh?
But you know, that dude, like, I don't know much about him, but from what I've heard, he was more like one of those rappers that like would promote like the Sebby diet and stuff like that. So I've never really listened to his music like deeply, but I never got the impression that he was like some,
He promote? If I'm not
like
mistaken,
the Sebby diet,
right,
like alkaline diet and stuff like that.
If I'm not mistaken, we're making jokes, but if I'm not mistaken, NLE Chopper is the rapper that like was real like on some real gangster hood shit, and then kind of changed the shit up and said, you know, I'm gonna start speaking more positive shit. I'm gonna start living life more positive and being more positive and shit like that. So maybe he was just out there trying to be positive, and he's like, yo, what the fuck you coming to me with this negativity shit for? You know, so maybe he was just trying to let the shit slide. Yo, I've gotten a different form of peace in my life, so leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
I'm saying leave me the fuck alone.
That's true.
You know, so you're making jokes, but you might just be on a different level. And sometimes you need to...
that might be true.
Sometimes, even when you are on that level, you need to punch a nigga in the face. I think a person like Andre 3000's on that level, but I think if you approach him wrong, he'll put his foot in your ass. while he's holding his flute. While he's holding the flute.
You know who Andre 3000 said is a very humble dude, but if you fuck with him, he will knock you the fuck out?
Who's that?
Who? MC Hammer.
MC Hammer.
MC Hammer?
Yeah, I've heard about that, but MC Hammer. I've heard about MC Hammer. Yeah, I heard that he was really on some gangster shit. If you tried him. Yeah, some niggas tell. There's been some stories where MC Hammer kind of rolled up on niggas. MC Search, one of them. Yeah. MC Search, one of them. The gas face. Had the squad. Niggas wasn't expecting that. This dancing nigga ain't gonna do shit. And all of a sudden, you got 50 niggas dancing up on you with guns. Like, yeah, nigga, what? You know, they definitely thought Hammer was soft because he was a dancer. Y'all remember that dance? How'd he go? Nigga scroll. Ooh, y'all don't know about the MC Hammer dance.
That's Boys to Men.
Boys to Men, yeah, they was from Philly, Motown Philly. Back again, they punch you in the face while they sing. Yo, imagine getting into a fight. Oh man, imagine getting into a fight with Boys to Men. You know, and as them niggas are stomping you out, them niggas. Boys to Men stomping you out, but they take turns, and each time one of them stomp, they be like,
That's terrible.
That nigga right there just stomping you. I would be so angry. I'd be like, yo, Boys to Men fucked me up in harmony, nigga.
They beat up NWA. That's what I got. Boys to Men
in harmony. They just stomping them niggas singing. It's funny as fuck. Oh man, that would be wow. Who else could fight? Who else could fight that people thought was pussy? Totally different topic. I don't even know how we got to this topic.
I don't know.
Man, but let's get ready to wrap this up. Let's get ready to get up out of here for the evening, man. It's 11:30 and shit. Wanted to get out of here earlier than this, but hey, we be just going sometimes, huh?
Yeah.
Shit. So what else we got? What you was sipping on tonight, Tati?
I got some cranberry juice, y'all.
Cranberry?
I don't drink no more, y'all.
You don't drink no more.
I had some Cavassier the other day that tore me up, and now I'm scared, boy.
Yo,
I have not been drinking.
Hearing Tati say I don't drink no more, kind of. I just hear her saying I don't drink no more, and what's that dude's name? What's that gay? What's that gay
he
dude
said
name?
I ain't gay no more.
Yeah. I gotta hear you saying it like that.
I've been delivered.
You've been delivered.
Literally. Look, I don't drink no more. I have been delivered. That stuff tore me up, y'all. I do not drink cheap liquor, and that shit just scared me from liquor all the way around. So I'm good. I've been sipping cranberry juice, y'all.
Oh shit. Antoine Dotson, that's his name. Antoine Dotson, that's the kid I'm thinking about.
That man said, I ain't gay no more.
I ain't gay no more. Oh man, but let's get ready to get up out of here. What about the pastor spitting on his brother? I didn't hear about that. Is pastor spitting on his brother? Y'all heard about that? Pastor spitting on his brother?
Pastor spitting on his brother.
Was this in church? Did the pastor spit on him in church?
You got it with the holy spit.
I saw somebody get their ass beat in church where they started fighting in the middle of church. I saw that video, but that was like a week and a half ago.
Oh shit!
Church ain't church no more. They twerking and bouncing, and they got Megan Thee Stallion shit going on in church.
In church,
you know what?
Megan Thee Stallion.
There's a church where
I had a video.
What song? Body Yaddy.
Nah, it ain't Body Yaddy. It's supposed to be some church song, but it looked like they down there like bust it, boom,
not
bust it. Yeah, I'm telling you, yo.
All right. We're going to get up.
I don't believe I seen the video.
We're going to get up out of here. But before we get up out of here, I want y'all to see this video. This video is really like to highlight zero fucks being given. All right? Check this out real quick.
What is this, dude? Bruh. Then you got the dog involved. What is going on over
Wait,
here?
it's the echo. You can't hear it.
Get that dog down. Italy. What made you do this? Didn't I take that from you earlier?
Zero fucks.
Bruh.
He got powder in his
What
hand.
is on the baby?
Powder.
I'm like, what is on the baby?
Yo.
And he's still getting more and blew the powder on his mama at the end of the
in
video.
her face.
Dog. These kids is different, man.
This nigga said but on that note, we gonna get the hell up out of here, man.
These kids are different.
Oh, man. May your weekend be great. Rest of your week be great. Do your best to stay sucker-free and keep a smile on your face, baby. We's out.
Thanks for watching the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a
I
showcase.
can't believe he blew the powder in his
Yo,
mom's
zero
face, though.
fucks given. I thought that shit was hilarious.
That's because these new kids don't get whooping.
And I lost my game of Wordle today. I did not get my Wordle today. Today's Wordle word was not the word I thought it was. It was proxy. It was proxy. I didn't get proxy.
Khary's crib. Thanks for watching the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Khary's crib. 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 Khary's crib.